Alrighty. Hello, everyone. We're here. We're making it happen. Coffee Cast episode 4. Post all of the announcements. We got a lot to talk about. 4 being an ironic number considering what was announced. Just thought about that right now.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either till right this second. But we are here to talk today about all of the announcements from Summer Games Fest, Xbox Showcase, PlayStation State of Play, and obviously the Nintendo Direct that was literally yesterday. But we are joined again by the gang. We have Glenn, Mark, and Marco. Very excited to have everybody here. But I will actually, there's a certain person I want to give the stage first, which is Mark, with the best long shot guess, potentially.
Oh my god.
Which was Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC. I'll let you lead in with that because I'm still in disbelief about that a little bit myself, honestly.
Well, yeah, that was crazy. Not that most people who watch these things don't care, but was it yesterday? Oh my god, no.
It was.
Yeah, it was, right?
It was
Oh my
It was yesterday.
Yesterday
Yeah.
at
Yesterday, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
the thing is, like, we didn't even know Nintendo was doing a direct till the day before on Monday. They were like, "Hey, we're doing a direct tomorrow on the 9th."
Yeah.
That was kind of out of nowhere, so I think people were expecting a lot. There were rumors about Zelda and all these other games, Fire Emblem. But no, right shortly after 10. And the funny thing was, like, I set a event reminder on our Discord, and then I forgot about it, so I was still in bed. And Mina all of a sudden yelled at me like, "Oh, Mark, it's Dragon's Dogma 2," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure," because it's like they're probably just adding it to the Switch 2, right? Not really a big deal. Okay. And then I, I hopped on the stream, and then I was like looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
this looks different. And then they showed Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, which is also the title of the DLC from the first game, which was beloved by its sort of like niche community. But this is huge because
Yo.
for people were hoping the Dragon's Dogma community, they've been on Copium for over 2 years now. Essentially,
Yeah.
this is a game that came out 2 years ago, had mixed reception. Some people liked it, a lot of people didn't, had a lot of problems. But just like the first one, the way their DLC fixed up a lot of things in the game, people were like, Capcom, just give us a DLC for Dragon's Dogma 2, fix all these things, and it'll be a great game. And then for 2 years, it was like just nothing but silence, and the copium kept growing and growing within the community. And like the Summer Games Fest was kind of like the long shot. People were
Yeah,
then like, oh,
exactly.
maybe if they don't announce it, then it'll be at Tokyo Game Show in October. It's like the copium was off the charts. So when nothing, Capcom had their releases in Summer Games Fest, which we can talk about for sure, but then, no word of Dragon's Dogma 2. So
Yeah.
essentially, the dream was dead. People have given up, and then all of a sudden, like the second or third announcement of the Nintendo Direct, they just casually drop, "Oh yeah, Dark Risen, here it is."
It is really
And
funny.
it is the funniest way. I was kind of memeing the whole time with it because I thought, I mean, I was always, I would have loved the DLC. I really liked the game. I didn't beat it all the way, but I put in like almost 100 hours into it. I really liked the game, but I kind of figured Capcom abandoned this one. It has other franchises like Resident Evil and Monster Hunter
Yeah.
that they were really putting it all into. Which also Monster Hunter DLC was announced.
Dude,
That was
I'm excited.
but I think that was expected. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Dragon's Dogma 2 one out of nowhere, people were going crazy. It's a good day to be a fan of this series.
For sure.
Finally, it's paying
Mhm.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
For years, they mocked you.
They
through,
did.
like,
They did.
yeah, they mocked you. They threw random objects off from the street at you when you walked by and things like that. And now it's finally you have your day of reckoning.
Your day of reckoning. You're like Papa John.
It's true.
Indeed.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they already started it by they added like they updated the game today or yesterday in Japan time. Already changing some things for the game. There'll be another big update in August, and then the DLC for it comes out in October. Which
So
for some
hype.
reason I don't know why so many things are coming out in October. I don't know why.
October and
it's,
September is the
yeah.
battle royale of
Right,
all
yeah,
games.
it's like why
yeah.
aren't there any games coming out in November? It's weird that they're
Yeah,
all
it's
kind of
really odd.
rushing it early, but so yeah, that'll be coming out soon. I'm very excited. I'll probably I already re-downloaded the game and I'm probably going to play it a bit more leading up to
Nice.
maybe try to beat the game too before the DLC.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, man.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy
so
for you.
very unexpected. I really I wasn't gonna care if they didn't say anything. I was already off Copium for a while now. It was like
That's fair.
but
He's been
sorry, what
checking since the
last
Xbox
thing
showcase.
last thing about the Dragon's Dogma 2, because I mentioned it in a previous episode how in like the second anniversary teaser, like they dropped a image on social media, the team, about like, hey, it's been 2 years since Dragon's Dogma 2. And in that teaser, there was like, it's like kind of like a generic anniversary message, but in that teaser, there was like an unrecognized guy looking like towards the back with a bit of, it's like a bit of snow themed. And that's when the community was like, wait a minute, we don't know who that is. It's like snow themed. And then they started analyzing that image. It's like, we don't recognize these assets. The DLC must be coming. The Capcom's working on something, Steam DB updated with a patch. But the thing is, that was all real. Like
It was real. That's the crazy thing.
That actually was a teaser to the DLC. It's like snow themed as like the character was. You can see that character in the trailer. So yeah, it's just crazy to think like all this time, the developers were actually working on the DLC.
It's so awesome.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so that
Pure-
was definitely the most unexpected. I'm sure there's a lot of things that were unexpected, but for me, that was definitely completely out of nowhere, especially at a Nintendo Direct that was just announced the day before.
It is
no way we could have
crazy.
predicted that.
I'll leave some of like the Nintendo Direct stuff for the end
Right.
personally, because there's obviously some stuff I want to talk about after after being proven wrong. And I do think it's funny you bring up the October thing though, like how I know Glenn, you've told me this personally, like it's a battle royale in September and October. Other than Barbie, which for some reason releases a week before GTA in November.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's David versus Goliath. You never
Dude,
know.
GTA's
this could be the GTA killer.
But the one thing I will really quickly pull from the Nintendo Direct to talk about now, because it's a good transition, is Ocarina of Time remake. I just saw a thing today where they're like, it's this year, but no announcement on a day.
Yeah.
Bro, what if it is like next to GTA? That would be crazy.
And it's also in Vice City. It also
it's also Link is in Vice City.
They're really reimagining this one
for modern audiences.
Right.
Link has a
really
gun.
Need to modernize it, and you can play as Link and Zelda, concurrently, and commit crimes together.
Right.
So that would be very cool.
Missions you can do. Yeah.
All you couples out there, you can put the Valorant down for a couple months. You will have something new to you cringe about. You're welcome.
Doing that wrong.
I think with that though, Ocarina of Time remake is not gonna hold a flame to that GTA, bro.
No, absolutely not.
I'm telling you, like Ocarina of Time, it's got some lovers, but you're telling me like what, 13 plus year anticipation?
Yeah.
For GTA 6?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a remake of Ocarina of Time? No.
Which is technically not the first remake of Ocarina of Time either. Although the other is technically a port. Is the 3DS port of the game, where they up-resed it a little, but it's pretty much exactly the same.
No, yeah. I think
Nintendo heads will get their nut off, and the rest of the guys will play GTA 6. So
I just think it's
gonna boil down to.
It's a little bit of a shame Ocarina of Time remake leaked. Like I think that would have been crazy if it was like hidden, but it got leaked and kind of circulated everywhere. But it's still pretty shocking. I mean, that game is legendary for a reason. It is kind of the Citizen Kane is the best movie ever take of gaming, is being like Ocarina of Time is the best game ever.
Well, I mean, mixtape, but yeah, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because like for me, I never see leaks. Like wherever y'all are seeing leaks, they miss me. They dodge me. So like
I've looked at too many.
Was new. Yeah, I guess so.
If you look at enough on go ahead, yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say it definitely was out of left field. You know?
Yeah.
I've never played a single Zelda game, so I'm not gonna act like I'm in the circles either.
Mhm.
Right.
But it was very surprising to see, that that's what they trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point about the leaks, there are cathedrals all around for those with the eyes to see.
That's true.
So you should start following more pages on Twitter.
See, that's the thing. I
Oh,
think.
so you're telling me to seek the leaks, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what's really funny, and I guess there's no way to avoid it at this point. We'll just jump into the Nintendo stuff first, I guess, since we're already talking about it. But if you'd have looked at a list of everything leaked at that Nintendo Direct, like if somebody leaked all of the announcements, you would have looked at that list and been like, "That's funny. It's totally fake."
It looks
Like,
Right.
a list
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like,
it
"Oh
does-
yeah,
it does
Dragon's
sound
Dogma
fake.
2, new Fire Emblem. We're gonna remake Ocarina of Time, and here's Kingdom Hearts 4." And you'd
Right.
have seen
Yeah,
that
it
leak
doesn't
and
make
been like,
sense.
you'd
That
be
would
like,
look
All
"You lied."
wild.
right,
It
all
doesn't
right.
make
We
sense.
know this one's fake. We know this one's fake.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
even
Kingdom Hearts
bother.
4. Come on, that was a mass hallucination. That didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not
Massive.
right.
You tried to make a leak of Kingdom Hearts 4 look real. Dragon Dogma 2 would a loser. No, but I believe you, dude. It's like the year we get Bloodborne remastered, that entire fact checker is gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
It's how do we know anymore?
That-
Bloodborne
That's
could be
right.
coming.
Like, it's just insane. Like the list. If you read out the list, I have it written up. Where is it? I have the list somewhere. But it's like,
Oh,
if
and
you-
Deltarune, motherfuckers,
and
bro.
Deltarune. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm forgetting one. What was
The whole
it? It was
chat, the
Deltarune.
whole chat was
The
begging for
whole.
Which I'm a bit out of the loop with that one because like I played Undertale and all, and I know Deltarune is like partially out, right?
Yes,
So
it's being
like,
released in segments.
right. So when people are asking for Deltarune, they're asking for like the next
The next
chapter,
chapter.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, which is in the Undertale Battle Pass. If you just
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
bought that, it would come
Right.
out. Yes.
But Deltarune, we'll talk about Deltarune real quick. I'll pull up the trailer for it. Deltarune is essentially, it's kind of like a prequel series to Undertale, almost, is the best way to say it, probably. I'm probably wrong about that. I have not played all of Deltarune, by the way, for record. I've played chapter 1 and 2 out of 5, with 5 being the new one coming out. It's good. I like it. If you like Earthbound, it's just like Earthbound. It's very fun. It's unique. I think Undertale's an amazing game. It's just a real shame that the community proceeds to be utterly insufferable about it, to the point where it pushes people away. But
Yeah.
That's half the fun of having a fandom, bro.
Yeah.
Gatekeeping
Is
that
that
shit.
is that you hate them? That's just like
exactly.
the fun part is that you can talk shit about the other fans, and you're like, no, I'm not like them though. I'm not like them.
I'm disconnected like that.
Do,
But
do
what
we know how many chapters is supposed to be in total?
I
or no?
forget. Toby Fox had talked about it.
Fifth?
We're approaching the end. I think. I think it's gonna end up
Oh.
being like 6. So 5, and then 6 will be like 6 or actually it might be like 8. Loki, wait, I can look this up. One sec. Let me go back to the thing.
'Cause 5 got announced. I know that for a fact.
Oh, they say the games menu has a total of 7.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it tells you how many it will be.
Damn, so people are scrapping for this shit.
Right.
No wonder
So
they spam the YouTube comments, bro.
Dude, yeah.
They're this close to the end.
Yeah, the 5th comes out in
Like next week, I
this
think.
month. Yeah, in 2
June
weeks. In 2
24th.
2
weeks.
weeks. There you go. Thank you.
And then the 6th and 7th ones are planned.
Damn, these people want it bad, bro. I did not realize that there was only 7. I thought this was like a rolling thing, like it'll end when it ends.
No.
But they
It's,
see the end right there in front of them, bro. Just teasing them.
I think it's great
Wow.
that they have only
Crazy.
made it. You have to pay for certain sets of ones. So like 1 was paid, and then 2 was a free update for 1. Then they made you pay again for 3 and 4, and then 5 is free. So they'll probably make
Oh,
like,
really?
one last
pay?
addendum.
You have to pay again for 3 and 4?
I think so.
Shit.
When you say pay, is it like how much is it?
I think it's $10.
per- Oh, okay.
I think in total to
Those-
get chapters 1 through 5, it's gonna be $20, and then by the end it'll be 30.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And considering Undertale was 15 and Deltarune's probably gonna be double the size of Undertale, that almost
Sure.
lines right up with pricing.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Um,
And
Chapters
yeah,
1 and
while,
2 act as a demo as well. Interesting.
Oh no. So that's what it is. 1 and 2 are free, but then if you buy it, I think you get the rest.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes, because he's adding them as free updates.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
So
And then
if you buy it,
else.
you get everything as it comes out. But if you play the demo, you can already play 1 and 2 because I know 1 and 2 have been out for a while.
Yeah, I
now.
played 1 and 2, and I have a save
Yeah.
file on Switch. I actually own. I'm pulling a Mark here, not to put Mark on blast, but I own
No.
Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. Have not played it. When I got
Bro,
a Switch 2,
I
it was one of the first things I bought.
Deltarune is on my Steam library. I don't know how I got on there. I don't
Bro,
remember.
you gotta be kidding me.
But
It's
I
right
hold
there.
I hold that Deltarune save file with my life, bro. Because for those who don't know, with Undertale, right? Like one of the reasons I get mad at the community is because a lot of what makes that game fun is like the game interacts with the way you play it, right? It's very well programmed to respect and respond to exactly how you want to play. If you want to play it like a traditional RPG, it will bounce back and play it that way. Or if you want to do like people talk about pacifism runs, right? There is exclusive stuff you get if you do that, you know? But then the fan base is like, oh, but this route is the best, so you should just do that. And it's like, no, the whole point of the experience is for someone to go through it how they would want to and then maybe go back and change their mind, right? Like the game is designed kind of like Nier is to be replayed. But
Nier mentioned.
Nier, I know, right? Another series I haven't
Ooh.
played, but I own the game for. But Deltarune, I think this is the reason people are frothing at the mouth, is it basically tells you at the start your choices don't matter, and that it's just going to be a linear story. But every single Deltarune chapter has a secret side quest that appears to carry stuff between save files. So if you follow the secret side quest between the chapters, every chapter there's an optional boss that's really hard. And if you beat that, you get stuff that carries between the save files. So like you want to protect that save file with your life, bro. You're like, fuck, I don't want to redo all the optional content. Shit. Like So I've been I care a lot about that Deltarune save file. I need to sit down and lock in for 3 and 4 before 5 comes out, I guess. But that's some good content.
I feel like I would just wait for the whole thing to come out.
It's getting
for me
close.
personally,
Yeah,
you know.
I would almost say so. I would say I'd
I don't know.
probably play it in its entirety when it's fully out.
Yeah.
In my
I
opinion.
guess it could be fun, waiting to, just being part of such a great community and
So, yeah, okay.
theorize with everyone and getting
It's a very welcoming community.
Yeah,
I must
very,
admit.
very
welcoming
open-armed.
community, and
Right.
everyone
Very hinged.
enjoys age-appropriate relationships.
Right.
One of the best in the whole industry, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a reason Toby Fox stopped interacting with his Western audience.
Yeah,
That's all
I'm
I'll
not
say.
surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But I guess I'll get right into this first since we're still talking Nintendo. I ate my words hard yesterday with Kingdom Hearts 4. Actual footage shown of Kingdom Hearts 4 yesterday at a Nintendo Direct, no less. Was not expecting that whatsoever. I'm still kind of shocked that happened. It's going to just be me here for a second, but I'm happy. Anybody on Twitter who was mad that spot took away from Mario, frankly, kiss my ass. I am.
What could they possibly have been asking for right now? They have all of them.
They do. I don't know. I wish we'd have gotten like some sort of release date. But obviously there was leaks recently that I think are probably fake, but I don't know. After I made my statement last time, I don't think I'm good. Which is the Australian retailer put up the new bundle they made, which has all the games in one bundle because they've all been split up. That's like 1 through 3, everything in one purchase. The description of that bundle says, buy this to catch up before end of 2027 for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Wow.
End of 2027?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's some nonsense that some intern wrote and put on the website description, or if that's actually like a hint at what's going to be happening.
I think 27 makes sense given how much they were able to show. Quite a lot of gameplay already. So they're probably just finishing it up and QA testing.
It all depends on how much Nomura wants to keep changing things. Like 3 lived in development hell because he kept changing shit and being like, no, we got to go back and fix this, right? So it depends how committed he is to the vision of Kingdom Hearts 4 and where it's going. Also, I want to say to the uninitiated in Kingdom Hearts, because I've seen a lot of tweets about this, being like, why are we in Tokyo for the opening? Kingdom Hearts post KH, actually no, KH1 does this too. All the Kingdom Hearts games tend to pick a standard area that has nothing to do with the Disney worlds and stuff, and that is an opening 2 to 3 hours that sets the story up. Usually. A la, you're on Destiny Isle in Kingdom Hearts 1, you're in Twilight Town in 2. I think you're in Twilight Town again in 3, but you're like as Sora this time instead of Roxas. It's been a while since I've played 3. And usually you have a giant like prologue that sets up the plot and then moving forward, and then you get the like adventure across the universe with your friends. That eventually then leads to a new kind of final boss area that you go to and then fight. For example, like the end of all things in 3, or like the world that never was in Kingdom Hearts 2. So I have a feeling we're not going to be in the Shibuya for the whole game. It tends to be the way they set it up.
You know what it is, Willis?
Yeah.
Square Enix's office is in Shibuya.
Yes.
So they are there fighting Nomura and the entire
they could go really meta with it and be like,
I'm like, wait a
we have
minute.
to go to the like where our creators are from. And
So-
just go to the office.
I hate to be a conspiracy theorist on this podcast, but I'm gonna cook in a second here. But I will say that I think the footage of Kingdom Hearts 4 looks good. I'm very happy. But there's something that has had the fandom frothing for the last 24 hours. I don't know if y'all have the stream up, but I will show it on the screen share for people. I need to find where it is in the trailer. I think it's right here. And I can't remember where it is in this trailer. This trailer's long as shit, low key. And they show a lot. But anyway, there's I think it's right. There's a scene where you see airships in the background. Like actual sci-fi airships over Tokyo.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, I can't find it. There's plenty of screenshots of it if you go to the Kingdom Hearts Reddit.
Okay.
About a decade ago, or actually 2 decades ago now, almost. God, that makes me feel old. Tetsuya Nomura, who made Kingdom Hearts, made Final Fantasy 13, and it was received very poorly.
Oh
and
yes,
people did not like that game. So
People
in
did not
response
like
to
Lightning.
it, to make a long story short, he wanted to develop Final Fantasy 15 to be called Versus 13, where you would literally go and kill the characters from 13. Because he was like, fuck it, if that's what people want and they hate me so much, just do it. And he didn't get permission to do that, even though he tried really hard. And Square made him change the whole game again. So that's why FF15 took like so long to make. He had to scrap all of it. It was a big controversy, whole thing happened, right? If you take those leaked Versus 13 screenshots and put them side by side with the Kingdom Hearts 4 footage, it is nearly identical. They are in Shibuya in the Versus 13 footage at some points. There are the exact same airships, all of it. I think he is gonna forcibly make Kingdom Hearts 4 just Versus 13 because people kind of hated Kingdom Hearts 3. So he's like, I'm gonna forcibly make my game by shoving it into the Kingdom Hearts lore. It's gonna happen. There's a lot of stuff to show that. I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull it off, but it would be really interesting to see if he could do that.
Well, you could make it work, right? Because it's like Kingdom Hearts pulls in all these characters from Final Fantasy and other titles, so you could do whatever he wants with them, right?
Yes, he kind of has carte blanche to do whatever he wants. And to make a more edgy Kingdom Hearts game, which it already looks to be a little more realistic, I'm really interested if he's gonna kind of go for this kind of like real world versus the fiction world as he was attempting to do for Versus 13. It could be really cool.
I think
that'd
it would
be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, my theory would be, and I think that'd be awesome. I think there should be more auteurs in video games, just like there were a lot of auteurs in filmmaking back in the day before the studio system.
Yeah.
And if there was, if you told me that he wants to do some crazy shit like that, where it's like, hey, we're going back into this other game basically and just gonna go kill everybody in there. Awesome. That'd be so batshit crazy that I think it might just work. But
Yeah.
also to maybe also think about it from another angle. It could just be an asset flip of like, hey,
Yes.
we have all these assets from this game that we had to scrap. We might as well put them in. We could use them some way, somehow in this. However, I will be optimistic and say that'd be really cool. That'd be a really cool concept. Because also, I feel like now, to be fair, my knowledge of Kingdom Hearts stops like formally at 2
Yeah.
because I went, oh, there's like a million other games,
Yeah. And
and
they're
and
all
and,
relevant.
and they're all
Unfortunately.
relevant. I'm like, I'm okay. I think 2 is a good stopping point for myself. So, so I've kind of learned everything secondhand through people, but like I'm assuming like
Yeah.
how much further can you possibly go with the whole heartless and the like kind of thing and the dark and the light thing, because I know it gets very convoluted. It gets really convoluted
Oh yeah.
later into the series, and that Xeno Horde or whatever the fuck,
Xehanort.
Xeno Shard,
Yeah.
yeah, Xeno Shard or whatever.
It
It was
gets
like
complicated quick.
everybody's like a copy of him or something
Yes.
like that, and you need to
Spoilers.
get
Yes.
dude. Sorry for the Kingdom Hearts fans that were getting to that point. I'm very sorry. But it's like you need the conflict of good, certain amount of good and certain amount of evil to open up the Keyblade, but it's not the Keyblade, it's key
It's
as
the
in the
X
Greek
blade.
letter,
Yeah.
the X blade. Okay, whatever. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's going like, dude, I've built such a hole for myself. I've dug such a, you know what? Never mind. The next game is just destroying all of
No.
that and just going like, let's
See, here's
make
the thing
this.
that concerns me. He said that 4 is a reset. We're done with the last lore,
Okay, great.
and we're going forward. And
Good.
that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, bro, half the characters in that trailer are from the mobile game, bro.
Oh,
And I was like,
I know.
he lied. This lore is
That's
still
interesting.
relevant.
He lied.
But then
That is
again, I
very
wouldn't be against just destroying all of that old lore. Like him just being like, versus 13, nuke the whole thing. Because he's clearly self-aware this time. When he made Kingdom
Okay.
Hearts 3, half of the reason I have criticisms of that game is he was very tone deaf the whole time to like people being like, yo, this is too much, right? But in that Kingdom Hearts 4 footage, one of the big billboards in the background is an advertisement for zippers, which was the biggest critique of him, is that his character designs have too many zippers on them.
Too many zippers.
So he has
Yeah,
a big
that's
advertisement for a zipper store on one of the billboards. So I think he's a little aware this time around that he's like, oh, I may have cooked a little too hard. I may have burnt the food.
Okay, interesting. That'll be interesting then.
Um,
That's cool. That's cool.
But if the Australian leaks are true, we'll find out next year. If not, I'll see you guys in 30 years when
Yeah,
the game
exactly.
finally comes out. But that's all I'll say on Kingdom Hearts. I could rant about that for a while, but a lot of that is like lore implications of the trailer, which no one really cares about. Just I'm very excited. I think it's awesome. And I think them finally doing a bundle that has all the games is good. I hated that if you wanted to play
Yeah.
everything, you had to buy like 3 bundles.
Yeah.
You had to buy like bundle 1, bundle 2, and then 3 by itself, with its DLC. So now all of it being in one purchase is really nice.
I know you guys have explained it to me before, but still confused as someone who hasn't played it and hasn't gotten into the series at all. And then I look at the Steam page and it's like, okay, there's 1.8, then there's 2 point something,
Yeah,
and I'm
Birth
like, then
by
there's just
Sleep,
like
then
the third
Dream
one,
Drop Distance,
and I'm like,
then,
okay,
yeah.
so which one is number 1, and then which one is number 2? So just bundling them all would be nice, especially if you haven't
Yeah.
gotten into this series and it just tells you, hey, just play this one first, and then
Yes,
you can play
it would
this
be
one
really
next,
nice.
Just
If somebody looks at you ever, I'll say this to the podcast, to the general public, if you ever have an insane person look at you and say, play these games in chronological order, don't listen to them. Do not listen to them. Because that would mean you'd have to start with the mobile game. And that is
naturally.
atrocious. Do not. Always play in release order. I still stand by the rule is you play 1, you play Chain of Memories, and then you play 2. Those are all in a row, and that's like the full first arc. And then if you played 2 and you were like, I need more, dive into the rabbit hole of the other 15 games, right? But I still think it's a solid experience to just play 1, Chain of Memories 2, and then 2 has a very neat bow ending where if you just wanted to drop the franchise, you can be done and be happy.
Like what Marco did, basically.
Yeah, essentially. 2 is a very good stopping point. I usually
feels
recommend
like
to
it,
people.
yeah.
2 has a happy ending and then hints at the end that it's like, oh, maybe something could happen, right?
Right.
That's the reason all the games until 3 like didn't have Sora again. Really, was because like his story was
Right.
kind of like nice bow. We're done. This is gonna be extenuating lore from now on. You know.
Right. Right. So it's
Until
like a
people were like, "We
warning.
miss our boy," and Nomura was like, "All right."
Yeah, it's like a warning. Because at the end of the credits, for Kingdom Hearts 2, like once everything is all done, once you get past the end of the credits, it says like "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here," because it's
Yeah.
just like a warning. Because
Yeah, pretty much.
it just says it there, like, listen, just turn back. Like, you
Man,
don't
they sell
really
that
want to
well
venture
though.
here.
That cutscene they show at the end of 2,
Yeah,
they sell it
it
well to
is
make you
cool.
want to play
I mean, it is cool.
because
and
the
I
next
remember as a
one
kid.
in release order is a prequel that shows the
Right.
Keyblade War, which they talk about throughout all of the other games, where they're like, oh, all the
Right.
Keyblade wielders like killed each other, and there hasn't been a Keyblade wielder until Sora for generations or whatever, right? You know,
Right.
and then that thing at the 2 is like, oh, they're gonna do the war, bro. Lock in, but if you do that, you're cooked. Now you're committed to 8 more games, like, and it's just
Yeah,
a shit show after that.
exactly. And yeah, Mickey Mouse is still unironically like critical to like the
He's
plot.
so important, and it makes me kind of mad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's such an
He's-
important character.
It's like a very important character.
Oh my
actually.
goodness.
You literally
Yeah.
can't stop having him. He's so important.
Yeah, like there's really nothing you can do there
Ugh.
for sure.
But yeah, let me not go on a
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts tangent. Let's move on.
I mean, hey, as long as it wasn't in translation that Coffee Cast hates mobile gaming, so we do not support playing games on your phone.
Yes,
So
that is. I honestly
looking at you.
him putting like the mobile game lore. Essentially, the way the collections currently work. I don't know if they're gonna change this for the 1 through 3, but is the DS game and the mobile game, because those wouldn't port properly to a console, just has the
Right.
cutscenes with extra cutscenes added to make it like an hour and a half movie. So both
Okay,
of those are like
okay.
movies in the bundle, and it's like, just watch it. Just watch the movie.
Okay, that's nice.
You don't
Okay.
have to play 40 hours of the mobile game, and you don't have to
It-
play the 60-hour Nintendo
Dude.
DS game. Just here's the
It's just,
cutscenes. You know what you need to know.
Right. It's just a
It
link
literally
to
a YouTube lore.
video.
Yes,
It's a
exactly.
YouTube
exactly.
video. It's the Rad Brad gameplay footage
Yes.
of like him playing the DS game.
Nomura figured
Uh,
out real quick that the lore was too complicated and people were going to YouTube, so he's like, I'm just gonna put the videos in the bundle so people
I
don't have
think
to do
that-
that anymore.
Yeah, I think that's just
Because
a
how
smart
else are you
move.
gonna get an obscure DS game that has never been re-released from 2009?
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna
And
play
could you
358
imagine putting
days over 2?
40 hours on a mobile game? Like, imagine like
That was me. I'm locked in.
Imagine that being like your most played game though. It's like, oh yeah, probably the mobile Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom Hearts
game.
Union X.
You could get those like weekly hours like notification being like, oh, you put 15 hours into Kingdom Hearts this week. It's like, oh great.
I will say the coolest thing about the mobile game, because Nomura loved that shit and people hated on him a lot for it, is if you made an account. I've never bothered to look for my username I made for the game, but during a sequence in Kingdom Hearts 3, you go through, it's mild spoilers, but there's a big sequence where you go through the Keyblade graveyard, where every Keyblade warrior died, like in the war, right? It's a big set piece they do, and all of their Keyblades are unique. You know what I'm saying, right? So it's this giant thing, right? In that graveyard, there's a scene where like all the souls of the former warriors are there, and it has a full list of everyone who ever signed up for the mobile game.
Oh wow.
So you
Are
can
we gonna
find
find you?
yourself in that sequence in 3. It has your name, and it is there. I've never bothered because there is thousands in that sequence.
Yeah.
It is like
Dude.
impossible. But if you made an account on that mobile game ever, congratulations, you are in Kingdom Hearts 3. Your name is there.
Cemented
That
forever.
is cool. That's
That's
actually
probably
a
the
cool
best
little
sequence
detail.
in the entirety of that game, low key. Besides
That's
like the
cool.
finale. When I saw him do that, I was like, this is the poor intern in Japan who had to read every username and put it into this area.
So
Make
is it
Yeah.
really like just any username? So is it like you can find the gravestone of like Pussy Pounder 69 or something?
No, the
Like,
game
what?
forces you to make a certain style of name. Like you combine stuff together and it gives you a username.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because it's an
okay.
E for everyone game. So like you can't be Pussy Pounder
You
69.
can't
Like
be-
that can't
yeah.
happen.
Okay.
It's essentially like the
Tragic.
way the way this cutscene works is like there's Sora's like surfing on his Keyblade, and he's riding through like the Keyblade graveyard, and he's like fighting a boss. That's all I'll say for lack of spoilers. And he is like grabbing these other Keyblades and like using them to fight with this person. It's kind of like an on rails boss fight sequence. And as he collects more Keyblades to surf on and do stuff, it starts adding the names, and it starts to get like that one chapter from Chainsaw Man where it's like listing all these names.
Right,
It starts to
yeah.
be like that on screen, where it's like this unreadable list of like every username
Oh.
from the game.
Cool. Cool.
Which is, it honestly is really cool. Shout out to all those
Nice.
people that tried to sign up for the mobile game after 3 came out. Yeah, L, bro, your name's not getting in there.
It's
But
too late for you.
There's no point to get the mobile game now.
intern,
No.
the intern that was assigned to do that has already killed themselves. Like, it's too late.
I can't imagine trying to do that. But yes, considering he did a lot of really meta shit like that, and now we're in like Tokyo, and the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is like, oh, our darkness and light have clashed and brought us to this new world. He could do anything. He could literally do anything at that point. He already broke the fourth wall with 3. So we will see. I'll leave it at that. We will see. I'm excited. I hope it comes out sooner rather than later. I would like to not wait another 8 years to see 10 more seconds of a cutscene.
Yeah, well, I
Right.
mean, don't ask Elder Scrolls fans for their opinions on what
Bro.
on that ever. But
Yeah, Mark, I'll let you talk about that. But that's a good transition because there wasn't anything else I really wanted to say from the Nintendo Direct. I'm not a Fire Emblem person. I'm not. Shout out Martha. I know she's
Right.
happy for Fire Emblem.
Splatoon Splash Off. or
Yes,
whatever.
she's excited for that as well.
Those are going on right now.
Splatoon squirt off.
Well, you know, okay. On that
On that note, to the Xbox
going
showcase.
to the Xbox showcase, you know, it was. I remember before we were watching it, I said, "Man, I hope we hear from Bethesda today." You know, because I'm really either Elder Scrolls 6
Starfall 2.
news or
Starfall
hey,
2.
Starfall 2 or
Starfield?
the
Starfield. Yeah, Starfield.
Starfield.
Titanfall with
This-
Starfield. DLC.
What a crossover.
Yeah.
Or,
That
or
would be
even like the Fallout 3 rumors with the
Mhm.
remake for that.
Uh,
And then not only did Bethesda show up once, but they showed up 3 times,
uh-huh.
and they were 0 for 3 on what people wanted to hear from
Yes.
them.
That was
I
a
mean,
big L.
I'm sure that one Elder Scrolls Online fan waiting for the Thieves Guild was, you know, going
Yep.
crazy. But otherwise, you know, people every time you see Bethesda on that screen, and just it leads to immediate disappointment. They
That's-
recently, I saw this on Twitter, that the announcement for Elder Scrolls 6 has passed 8 years today or yesterday. Or so.
That's insane.
8 years since the announcement, and I think Todd Howard has learned his lesson to never do that again.
Yeah.
At this point, I was thinking about this earlier today. It's like at this point, if they announce Elder Scrolls 6, it better be coming out like either shadow dropped or within the month. Like
Yeah.
like
that's-
Right.
we don't want, if we're going to talk about it again, it better be coming out like immediately.
If Todd Howard
Yeah.
announces it at the Game Awards this year and it says 2029, it might be bad.
No, I think
They
at this
will
point,
kill him.
yeah, now, you know, I think a shadow drop would go crazy
Yeah.
when they do it. But, you know, for a game like that, I think they need a bit of a marketing buffer. I thought the way they did Oblivion, I don't know if it's intentional or not. I still don't know. But the way the Oblivion remaster or remake came out, it was like leaked, right? There were like these rumors online, right? And leak, and then the hype built up that way. Oh my God, why do you have to share that? What date does that say?
Wasn't Todd Howard the one that said, like, I wish we never showed anybody any of this?
Yeah.
just for
Yeah,
games?"
he did. He did actually.
He was like,
it-
we
it
really
was-
fucked up.
I think
Just
they
think we wish
probably
this-
they probably showed that they were working on it prior to their Xbox acquisition, so people get excited. It's like, okay, 6 is
Mm.
coming, and then
I'd like
it's
to point
not
out this is
coming.
30 seconds long, by the way. This
Oh
is
my
like
God.
literally nothing.
Right.
like,
And
the-
what's
the-
the release of that? What is
The
it?
problem is, like, they showed this, but they weren't working on
June
it yet.
10th,
They were doing
2018.
Starfield. Oh man.
Gotcha.
2018.
Oh my God, it might actually be 10 years since the trailer. when
It's
this game
today.
finally comes out.
Today is the day.
Yeah. Oh my God, if this comes out in
Wow.
2028, that would have been 10 years since that is obscene.
It is.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
disgusting.
I
That's
am
disgusting.
really looking forward to this game. I know they're working on it. They're
Okay.
working on it. It's progressing,
Yeah.
but Yeah, I think the way they should do it, because I know he also said he prefers to shadow drop games if he
Yes.
can. Like if he announces a game, he wants it to the players as quickly as possible. So I think to an extent we can expect that. We probably won't hear about it until it's like imminent release. I
Yeah.
would say,
Yeah.
depending on how long they want to like market the game for. So to build up hype. But I think they should shadow drop it, but they should like tease it out via like again, I still don't know if this Oblivion thing was a coordinated campaign or not. Part of me feels like if it was one of the best campaigns ever because
I agree.
it was almost at a fever pitch to which people were expecting it, and then for them to like have the showcase or Oblivion, and then for them to be able to say it's released today, like that was one of the most hype
It was
announcements I've
huge.
heard. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right.
then it was too bad for Expedition 33, which came out that same week. Completely
Yeah.
overshadowed, and
What a
we
shame.
never heard from that. Never heard
Yeah.
from
What a
that
dead
game.
game.
Really
It's
took
a
the same
shame.
Son of a
Expedition
bitch.
33.
Another classic story of a AAA title just overshadowing a small local
Right.
mom and pop like video game.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever recover from something like that.
No.
I don't think
Poor
so. If
Sandfall
only we
Interactive.
had High Guard.
12 Game
If
Award
only.
winner.
Yeah.
Highest ever, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm so happy for the 7 people that still play Fallout 76. I think they're good. They have really good shoes on right now with that new expansion or whatever the hell they do in that game. Because it's not about surviving the fucking Fallout, I'll tell you that. They're out
It's
there
like a base
fishing and
builder.
shit. It's something else, man, and I'll tell you, like, wow. They did that instead of real game. And what else
They
was it?
did
It was the Elder Scrolls Online and something else.
Doom DLC.
Oh right.
Which
Yep.
me and the
That's
10 other
right,
Doom
right,
me and the
right.
10 other unks who love Doom were like, and that was it.
Yes.
Yeah! Yay!
It's like me and like a bunch of senile old men who are like, holy fuck, dude, Doom. Like also,
Yeah.
before we move on from the Bethesda like crazy triple trailer thing, as Mark said, added the Thieves Guild to Elder Scrolls Online. That wasn't in the game?
Right. What do you mean they just
You
add?
would-
This is like
That's
you would think
crazy.
That would be like a major thing you might want
That's
to
like
put in
one of the
earlier.
biggest quest lines in every single one of those games, and it's just
Yeah.
not there. Gigi couldn't
Guys,
handle it. She had to leave.
we added the College
Right.
of Winterholds.
Yeah.
We've added Magicka into our game, and you will now be able to do spells.
You can now
Yeah,
use an
geez.
axe in Elder Scrolls Online.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can still bite people or
Yeah.
whatever the hell they did.
I will say for Xbox 2, I am not a Gears of War head at all.
Oh
I
yeah.
have no
there's
experience.
Gears of War.
Looked great though. I won't lie. It looked really good. I was impressed with E-Day, I think is what they called it, like Extinction Day or
E-Day,
whatever.
yeah, I think
E-Day.
so. Yeah, that's right. I didn't wear tap out shirts growing up, so Gears of War was just like that was not my particular thing. It seemed interesting. I was playing other games at the time. So,
Yeah, I was a Halo kid.
congratulations. Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations to
Dad
those
was
who.
also not an alcoholic, so I never played Gears.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're happy yet
Yeah.
again. So
Yes.
Speaking of classics, though, as I said, Halo, the Halo remake looks pretty good. I was a little
Yes.
scared about that, but what they showed looked great, and they're adding 3 new levels to expand the story of the original game and making it co-op again.
Right.
and
hype.
exclusive, by the way.
Yes,
Everybody's gonna be able to play that. So I know,
and yeah,
Gears isn't exclusive, so having Halo not be exclusive is pretty big for the franchise. I mean,
so interesting.
PlayStation motherfuckers have never had a Halo,
That's right. I
and
mean,
so
that
this
was always
gonna
like
be
the one
different.
thing you could say all you want about Microsoft, but it was like, hey, they got Halo, I guess, and now
Yeah.
it is weird because obviously we're a generation where like that was the thing. It was the console wars. It was like,
oh yeah,
PlayStation had its thing, Microsoft had its thing, and then it was like, oh, the Wii. So it's
the Wii.
yeah, so it's like it is interesting now that we're in a time where it's just like, yeah, everyone can play Halo now. It's on the computer.
Yeah.
It's on, people with PlayStation can play it now. It's like, huh, that is so fascinating.
And the plot of Halo 1 is so good. Like it's so
Yeah.
well made that I think that game will age well with a good remake. Because I know the
Totally.
Halo 2 remake, everybody liked that one, but I know the initial remake of Halo 1 wasn't super well received when it came out. Like CE Anniversary or whatever. I remember people complaining about that back in the day. And then they did the Halo 2 one, which everybody really liked, and everybody's like, oh, I wish they did one like they did 2. And now that appears what they're doing, like super high res, high fidelity.
Yep.
Because they were kind of afraid to do that with Halo 1 because they thought people would be nostalgic for the old look.
Yeah.
Which they did. They then included the old look anyway.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
you
just saw
too.
one post.
So, sorry, I just saw
Wait, let
this
me
on
see
Twitter
this.
just now. Apparently, Xbox is planning to announce some major layoffs.
Oh no!
And then one of the comments is like, "Why didn't they announce this at the showcase? Would have been a killer final reveal."
Oh
Yeah,
fuck,
exactly.
that's hilarious. Wait, let me change
All
this.
these games,
I just
and also
screwed
by the
up.
way, like our employees are not going back.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay, I'm showing the screenshots now for people. That's very unfortunately. That's so bad.
It was yeah.
That's rough.
I think, I was gonna say one of the biggest changes is it seems like Sergeant Johnson is gonna be
Yes.
playable.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So rather than having just 2 Master Chiefs,
Okay.
it seems like Sergeant Johnson is playable, and the space battles. 3 new missions
Yes.
where the gameplay of one was literally flying around in space, shooting like banshees and shit, and like
Cool.
phantoms.
Cool.
That could be pretty big.
It could be big.
That could change a lot about how Halo is seen in the eyes of the industry right now. Because now it's like a fallen angel, an Icarus that flew too close to the sun
Yeah,
right
I
now.
agree.
Mhm.
So this could do wonders for the IP with 343 at the helm now. So
Right.
Yeah, and
see
Bungie
where that
currently
goes.
suffering with all the "We want
Yes.
Destiny 3" calls in every single one of the chats for the events.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yes.
Bungie, did Bungie have any new news at the Xbox showcase? I don't think so.
No, not at Xbox or
Not even
PlayStation.
Marathon.
Oh no, Marathon at
yeah,
PlayStation. Yes, Marathon expansion.
Yeah,
We'll get to
you're
that.
right. Marathon expansion
They're
is
like,
coming.
oh, thank God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. That's so good. Listen,
It's
I was just gonna say, if Destiny 2 players want something to play, the new Killer Bean, video game that came out, they
Killer
could play
Bean.
that. They could play Killer Bean to fill the hole.
Bro,
Dude,
it's
that's rough.
crazy. Like that game, again Destiny 2, it just came out with its like final update, right? They announced that it was basically going maintenance mode, and there's
Mhm.
so many people playing it, like 10x the number of people that were playing Marathon, and like, I mean, I don't have much to say about Marathon. I haven't played it, but it's like, what were they thinking? People want Destiny, right? I don't know. It's
I've said my piece
why,
on Marathon
It's-
last time.
Did love their Destiny, bro.
yeah,
They
it's
did love their Destiny.
yeah. So
Mhm.
now the
And
game is like done. It's still live, but I think people wanted it, as we saw in the comments for all these showcases. They they really wanted to hear about Destiny 3,
They
which
should.
I don't think they're working on it. I don't think there's any indication that
I
they're
think
working on Destiny 3.
that there's
I think
only
so.
one path forward for Bungie, which is to make Destiny 3 versus Marathon and allow you to kill the Marathon
Kill
cast.
the Marathon characters. And Sora is there also.
And Sora is also just there.
Sora is also there, and Goofy and Donald.
He's gonna
as
teleport
well.
all of them to the Shibuya crossing, and it's gonna be a big battle to the
Yep.
death.
Yep.
And there's just a floating Nomura face in the sky
Yeah.
that announces the battle royale. Yeah, that'd be
No
sick.
more looking at the
think that's
Destiny
happening.
designs. These could use more zippers.
Yeah.
There's not
They
enough
could have
zippers
used
on
a
the
couple,
Titan.
couple more belts and a couple
More zippers, yeah.
Yeah.
Because with Destiny, right, that already wasn't getting new content, and motherfuckers still fluctuated to it, man. Like they flooded to it.
Yeah.
People loved Destiny for whatever
Yeah.
reason they had. I used to be a huge Destiny player, coming back home from work every day to redo raids
Yeah.
just for the fuck of it, and that's how it became my most game played on PlayStation. And so, like, there already wasn't new content. And so when it's announced that, hey, there's not going to be any new content anymore, People lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's how they react. And now it gets into schizo posting of like, well, when they stopped Destiny 1 stuff, they made Destiny 2.
Yeah.
It's like,
When they
I don't
stop
know, man.
Destiny 2 stuff,
It has to be, yeah,
they'll make
it has to be
Marathon
Destiny
2.
3. Yeah,
Marathon 2.
Full
Marathon
release.
2 Reloaded.
We've
Free to
heard
play.
our fans loud and clear.
We
Yes.
understand what you're looking for. We will be bringing Marathon 2, the Squeakle, to you.
Squeakle.
And we shadow dropped it. You can play it right now.
Actually, they're going to
Exactly.
do Destiny 2 Part 2 remastered 4K edition
Oh my goodness.
from Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Unironically, so many people would play that shit. It's not even funny.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
Unironically, so many people, if they were like Destiny 2 remastered 4K, Naughty Dog
They think
edition.
The Last of Us
Holy shit.
fans are eating up them remasters. Just wait till you remaster Destiny,
Exactly.
bro.
Exactly.
Destiny
It's
1
insane.
remaster would feed generations, honestly.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of remakes and remasters, Persona at the Xbox
Speaking of.
Showcase. Kind of wild that series used to be a PlayStation exclusive
Mm-hmm.
to then now be an Xbox property that they announce.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic.
Mm-hmm.
We lost another one, boys.
We did lose
very
another
green.
one.
It is very green.
I'm so green.
It's like,
Persona
I don't know if
6.
anybody thought. I don't know if anyone had
Pull it
this
up.
thought. It looks a lot like the DC logo.
Like DC Comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the DC
DC
Comics
Comics.
logo. It literally looks like that. don't
I
know
saw
why, but
someone
it's,
pointing out that it looks like a I'll pull it up on the loop here. Ironically, on the PlayStation page, they have re-uploaded the Xbox trailer.
We're talking about P4 though, right? Or are we getting into both of them?
Since Marco brought up P6, I'll talk about P6 first, and then I'll talk
Okay,
about
okay.
because there's less. I was going to talk about P4, but there's way less to talk about with 6 because it's just this trailer.
Yeah.
very.
But the P6
great.
These
logo.
are the Kingdom Hearts mobile gamers gravestones right here.
Yes, this
So we're all on
is
the
what
same
this
page.
is. The Kingdom Hearts mobile gamers gravestones.
The mobile Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, that's what happened. But
we're all looking for Willis's name, but they're a little bit far away.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
We'll have to search when the game comes out.
But someone pointed out, which I did not realize, but obviously a graveyard is the big thing, and I'd seen people talk about the film Reanimator being green. The juice
Great
they
movie.
use to bring people back to life is
Right.
green in that film. Persona tends to take from other media to make its media. Like P4 pulls a lot from like Scooby-Doo a little bit and tries to do like actual murder mystery. But someone pointed out this logo looks like the stamp that like a morgue puts on a document to say someone is dead.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Along with the whole graveyard and everything they showed. And people saying Reanimator, it seems like they could be going like summoning the personas like a necromancer style kind of thing going on for 6.
That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Like maybe laying restless spirits, putting them to rest or
Because
something like that. Or...
It's worth noting, P5, Persona 5. I'll do this right now live. Launch trailer. Persona 5 came out in 2017
Jesus.
in the United States.
Holy shit.
2016 in the Japan. So long time ago since we've had a new game. Atlas has pretty much only put out remakes and remasters since then of their other games. That's pretty much all they have done since then. They remade P5 and then they've remade 3 and 4 and made Metaphor. They did make Metaphor, which was new. It is also worth noting all of Persona's first leak trailers are usually edgy like this. Like this is P5's trailer. They're a little more edgy, and then the tone of the game usually isn't exactly the same.
That red.
Dude, a lot of red. And obviously references to the jail and all that stuff, right? So it's worth noting they always tend to do these really crazy trailers, but it took them a long time. This was announced February 25th, 2014. And look what it says. Coming 2015 for the PlayStation 3.
Wow.
Oh,
This game got eternally delayed. It was delayed. Like, it was delayed like 10 times, apparently.
PlayStation 3.
It was going to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive.
Jesus.
I have 14 showers ago, by the way. That's insane.
About, give or take.
But Atlas has spoken multiple times about the fact that they never want to delay a game that many times ever again. They were like,
Sure.
we fucked up bad
Mhm.
with Persona 5 and having to delay it. Now, granted, it was worth it. They ended up making an amazing game. It was in my top. It's like my second favorite game ever. So it was worth it in the end. But they said they never wanted to do that again. So I believe the P6 leaks that say it's next year. I really believe that. Because I don't think Atlas, for the last 10 years, because the rumor, Atlas had said they were thinking about Persona 6 since back when P5 Royal was announced before it was even out, back in like 2020. They were like, we've been considering the next element of the franchise. So I imagine they are actually almost done. I imagine they will just put it out. Similarly to like Bethesda learning from that mistake of, oh shit, we announced this way too early and then it was not done and we fucked up. I think they're just going to be like, yep, P4 Revival next year. And oh yeah, P6 in like the wintertime, close to Halloween to fit the more horror aesthetic, which would be more similar to the original two Persona games, which were a little more horror inspired.
Interesting.
That's how you can catch a true Persona LARPer. Is someone on Twitter going, this looks scary. Brother, I don't think you played any of these games. There's fucked up stuff in all of these. The opening of P4 is a crime scene of a like 15-year-old girl who got killed.
Right.
The games just look like sunshine and rainbows aesthetically. The tone has never been.
What do you mean? The screenshot on Twitter I saw showed that it's like wacky.
Yeah.
You know, don't mess with us Persona fans. We don't play the games.
Well, because
exactly.
Real shit, dude. There was a tweet. I should have screenshotted it for today. Fuck, I just thought about this. Of a dude fighting with one of, I think it's the editors at Kotaku about the Persona announcement. And the guy was like, I've been covering Persona since the 2000s. And the guy replied to him and said, yeah, well, I watched Super Best Friends Plays Let's Play in the 2000s. So it's like, that is not the same as playing Persona 4.
That's crazy.
Dude was like, I don't even need to comment on the gameplay. It's turn-based. And I was like, bro. Like, but yes, Persona for years has tried to be very pretty aesthetically, because the games have always, like, you spend a lot of hours in combat. It's a grindy, long turn-based franchise, you know? So they've tried to have the tone and story be darker and more interesting, whereas, like, the gameplay doesn't feel that way because, I don't know, if you spent, like, 100 hours in the Silent Hill 2 dungeon, you'd start to get depressed. like if that game was misery the whole time. If Silent Hill 2 was 150 hours, it would genuinely probably affect you at some point. So like, you can't do
the
that.
Whole prison section in Silent Hill 2 being turn-based?
Dude, it would like
give me the
so that's why like
out of there.
P4 is literally about solving serial killer murders, and like you have to like investigate the crime scenes. Like spoilers for the opening 2 minutes of Persona 4. But like that game opens with, you know, that girl being killed and hung from the power lines, right? And so like it's pretty dark, but then the game's like, oh yeah, pop rock and, you know, flowers for the aesthetic, because we don't want you to think about this for 100 hours.
It's like heartbeat.
Take. Yeah. But P4 Revival looks great. I will pull the trailer for that as I talk. But P4 Revival looks fantastic. Persona 4 is, I believe, it's either, I can't remember, I'm being a fake fan here for a second, but Persona 4 is either the fan favorite or it's the most critically acclaimed. I think it's that it's the fan favorite, and 5 is like the best reviewed one, right? I am personally a bigger fan of 5 for just theme reasons towards the end. I really like where 5 goes. But 4 is very beloved for its cast. 4 is heavily inspired by, as said by the director, from Scooby-Doo. So if you ever liked Scooby-Doo growing up, you'll probably fuck with Persona 4. Because it tries really hard to be like, we're going to solve this murder, gang. But instead of it being, can you believe Mr. Johnson stole money from the bank? It's like, wow, can you believe Mr. Johnson killed this person? It's like, you know, it's essentially trying to be...
That was an episode in Scooby-Doo where they have to solve the child murder case.
It was, yeah, obviously. You know, the rare canceled episode of Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh, Raggy. We're in hell.
Yeah.
But I think it looks great. I know there is a segment of the Persona fan base that are miserable Twitter motherfuckers who anytime they see the remake of any of these games start to weep and whine and cry, similar to Resident Evil fans who go, it's not the same. Yeah, it's not supposed to be. Please enjoy your PlayStation 2 game in peace.
What's that supposed to mean? It's not the same. That's like the whole point.
There are dudes
What
who
do
are
you
like,
mean?
We hate people on Twitter.
yeah, we actively hate the Twitter like audience of people that complain. Yeah, there's people who said that Persona 4 Remake shouldn't have cutscenes because the original didn't have cutscenes like this. Kiss my ass.
Okay.
It's a terrible comment.
Okay.
There's a segment of the Persona audience that thinks the changes 5 made the games easier by giving the player more mechanical freedom. It makes the turn-based combat a little easier because you can make more choices. I think it's stupid to not iterate on turn-based combat from 2004. So it does not surprise me that it looks like Revival has taken all the inspirations from 5 and 3 Remake and been like, yeah, we're going to add all those new mechanics that people like and then some. Because they've added new mechanics now where if you stun an enemy, you can kick that stunned enemy into any of the other enemies in the encounter and also stun them if you like do a rotational setup or whatever. So that seems pretty cool. I'm really excited for all the new mechanics they're going to add in 4. It could have the best gameplay of the series so far. And I think 4 would be a great jumping in point for new people, too. I do think the story is probably maybe a little easier to digest than 5 if you're not used to that style.
Well, let's say someone wanted to get into series today. What would you say they should start with, like 5 or 3?
I think, okay, I will speak with mild bias here. I think 5 is still the best jumping in game because it has a solid hook with the opening with the casino. But it's worth noting that 5 leans into anime a lot more than some of the other games do. 5 is very anime coded because the Phantom Thieves dress in these crazy outfits, and it's very much trying to be like, what if we did Ocean's 11 Robin Hood with a hint of Inception? Because 5 is very much inspired by Inception. So I think that if you don't like anime, 5 can be a tough sell on people. Shout out to Glenn. Because I think that's exactly what happened to you.
Mobile gaming and turn-based combat.
So this was the worst game possible for Glenn. I do think 4 is way less cheesy at the start. It kind of tries to sell itself a little more seriously off the bat by being how would I say it? By getting into the murder mystery like immediately, you know, and making you think like, how could this have happened, etc., you know. So I think that that's really interesting. And 4 does a really good job. Not to say 5 doesn't, because you move to a new part of Tokyo in 5, but you as an outsider, right, for a self-insert, for example, you would want to kind of see yourself as the main character in Persona, right? The main characters talk and have a personality, but for the most part, they're a blank slate. Similar to a Gordon Freeman from Half-Life, right? You are supposed to see yourself as this character. 4 does a really good job, I think, of selling people on that because you move to a new small town. You are new in this small town. You don't know anybody. You have no prior relations to anything that's going on. So you can really easily insert yourself into that. You are a Japanese person from outside of Japan, I believe, if I remember correctly, in Persona 4. So you are new to the town, new to the country, figuring it out. That's very easy for an audience member to get into. So I would say right now 5 is still the best bet. But honestly, when Revival comes out, 4 might be the best first game to be like, hey, play this. It's the most modern one. We'll have the best gameplay because it's the newest one and they've learned from all the others. And it's a great point to jump in. Because I think 3 is a little too depressing. That's going to be a hot take. I'm going to get killed on Twitter for that. But 3's main theme is Memento Mori. So if you're not in the mood to be kind of sad, don't play Persona 3. That game's to put in perspective for the gang here, that game's narrative was stated to be the main inspiration for Expedition 33 from the director. He liked Persona 3's narrative, and so he was like, I want to make French Persona 3 with parrying because I also like Sekiro.
Let's fucking go, baby.
So
You said that for me.
Expedition's a little depressing. Surprise, Persona 3 is also depressing. So it can be a little bit of a hard sell, I think, on new players, which is why I usually recommend 5. And I would say Metaphor, because it's their most recent game, but Metaphor significantly lacks features from normal Persona games. For example, Metaphor's main
Interesting.
character is fully voice acted, and it does not give you dialogue freedom. For example, in Persona 5, they ask you at one point if you believe in God. This is a really good example. And it lets you choose any option you want. Metaphor asks you the same question at one point, and it does not let you choose any option you want because your main character is from a religious town. So he will always believe in God, but it just lets you kind of change his perspective a little. Metaphor also has no romancing and no particular relationship rewards traditionally. You just push the story forward when you do that. Metaphor is very combat focused. So I think that would not be a great reception for people who want to experience like a Persona game. So I still think Royal is the best right now, but I think when Revival comes out, that will be the best sell for people. They'll be like, hey, here's Atlas' most recent game. It has everything. Especially if they aren't spoiled on the twist.
People don't really talk about 1 and 2 much. They just seem old and haven't been
Yeah.
remastered, or
I actually would love for them to just... So I own copies of 1 and 2. I have not played them because they're in Japanese. I got them in Japan. I can't play them. 1 notoriously has a horrible English port. So it's way more cheesy than the Japanese version apparently, and it doesn't like sell the themes very well. And 2 is super controversial. Some people really love 2, but 2 actually a lot of people think Persona 6 will pull from inspiration from Persona 2, because Persona 2 is the one that talks about the occult and spirits and like death and stuff a lot more than the other ones do.
Yeah.
Persona 2 just unfortunately takes that in a direction that a lot of people don't like. A la, like, you fight Hitler at one point in that game.
Yep.
It has you fight like the souls of damned people in hell.
Oh,
One of which is like Hitler as a climactic point. So that game is whack. it's really crazy. It's like a plot point. Spoilers for Persona 2. A huge plot point of Persona 2 is Hitler attempting to reunite the Third Reich in hell, and like bring them back to the real world. So
Third Reich in hell.
Persona 2 is not super well received. Is the best way to say it.
Wow, I never would have guessed. Like Sniper Elite 3 DLC would have taken, inspiration from fucking Persona 2. That's crazy.
So
they saw the Wolfenstein franchise and went, "Yo, this shit fucking smacked."
This is fucking awesome. I want this for my Japanese RPG right now.
Yeah. So Persona 2. So a lot of the reason people think Persona 1 and 2 never got a remaster is 1 is like good, but it's just kind of all right from what I've heard, and 2 is controversial. And 1 and 2 have no romance stuff or side content. You have the party and it's combat focused. There's none of that.
Straight shot to the end.
All of the stuff that people like about Persona, which is like the personal relationships intertwining into gameplay and affecting, your style of gameplay, like the people you spend time with give you upgrades that then let you change the way your run will go this time through the story. All of that started in 3, which is the reason us true Persona fans say, man, I really love 3, 4, and 5. And then 1 and 2 never get talked about. I would love for them to remake 1 and 2 and update them for a more modern time. I think that would be awesome. But currently those games live in the pit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're also very similar to Shin Megami Tensei, so I think a lot of people just look at them as SMT games at this point.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Persona.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Fallout.
Yes.
Sorry, but
that's a really great comparison.
Literally, the Fallout franchise, where like the Fallout people recognize for the most part, it starts at 3 essentially, and then you have 1 and 2, which actually have great stories. The stories of those games are fantastic. But I can tell you from personal experience, as somebody that started that franchise from 3 and going, wow, I just love this story, and I want to play the whole series. Let me go backwards and play this. And I had to deal with it. I had to deal with the fucking poop. Like, Glenn, if you're talking about like turn-based, this will make you kill yourself. You will blow your brains out trying to play Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's turn-based, but then there's like action points, and then you miss like 90% of the time. And it's really, it's horrible. But I got through it, and I'm like, wow, I would not make my worst enemy have to sit through this.
Yeah.
This is like this sucks.
It's the same with Persona.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's the same thing with Persona.
I pulled this up to make a point. This will make a funny TikTok potentially too. Allow me to show you guys. So everybody's seen Persona, at least peripherally. You have the cutscenes and interactions in the school and after school and in the city, right? There's no after school and city in the originals. It's just in the high school, and you go to different rooms to meet people. Then you dungeon crawl after, right? Here is gameplay footage. It is on the stream now of the Persona 1 hallways in the school. There's a pretty notorious video in the community of this guy slandering how you walk around. It looks like a Minecraft hallway.
Oh shit!
And then you like bounce against the wall if you try to walk into it.
Yeah, that makes me want to fucking vomit, dude. Yo, he's hauling ass.
Dude, it's bad.
God damn.
So these games desperately need a remake.
Hallway, bro.
I would never hand Persona 1 and 2 to any new
Holy
fans
shit.
whatsoever. It's not great.
It's actually better than I expected, to be honest.
Dude,
So
that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, that is wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
He was hauling ass.
nothing you can say. Although there was a great slander tweet that said Persona 6 gameplay, and it was this notorious video just tinted green. That was a pretty strong slander
Go
tweet.
back to the roots.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But that's all I have to say about Persona. I could rant for a long time. I'm excited for 4. I think it will be a great entry point for new players who want to become fans. And I think 6 looks really exciting. I wish I was the Weekend, because he got to go to Atlas this weekend and
I saw that. Yeah.
and play the game early and also get a sneak peek of 6. He's living my dream.
What he's been in Japan for like how long now? I just
Like 3
occasionally
months.
See, like, tweet. It's like, what is he doing? What is bro doing there?
Oh, it's like the modern day story of like how Kanye went to Japan for like a year and he disappeared. So I think it's the same thing.
That one
Right.
Japanese artist is building his visuals too for his concert. I forget the guy
That's
who does
cool.
all those
Yeah.
robot art and stuff, like the sexy robots.
The futuristic robot. Yeah, I
Yes.
know what you're talking about.
That
Yeah,
guy is
that's,
building all his visuals. So
Interesting. Very interesting. That's cool. Very
Which is a good segue. The legendary Tupac Shakur was recording lines in Japan, and we learned about that at the Summer Games Fest.
That was crazy.
this is a great way to pivot into Summer Games Fest, because that we're pretty much done with Xbox now.
Yeah, no, Xbox people, that was the showcase. To the 7 people playing Fallout 76, I'm going to kill you. But the Summer Games Fest revealed Tupac Shakur was recording voice lines in Japan for Stranger Than Heaven, I think it's called.
cool. Yeah, that's right.
He's been there
There's-
this whole time.
Because the theory was always that he went to Cuba, but no, he's actually in Japan.
I probably
He
should
was
have
in
shown that on
Japan.
stream, but that's fine. It's funny.
Um, he was there recording lines for Snoop Dogg, and they're now Yakuza Kingpins, I think that was,
Yeah,
in
it's
like the 60s or something.
Stranger Than Heaven. It's apparently going to be about the music industry in Japan, the rise of the
Seems like
Japanese
it.
music industry.
Okay.
Which is cool. Okay,
It's
because
it's pretty
Otto
cool.
is in it, right? Like Otto is
Yes.
is
Yeah,
a
like-
big character in it.
So that's
Yeah,
that's
so,
exciting. I'll pull this up here while you guys talk about it.
That was not predicted on Coffee Cast, although if it was, I
No.
don't think I would have treated it with any respect anyways. Like, what do you mean Tupac is coming back? Or
We
Stranger Than Heaven?
I just-
Actually, I don't think I can show this on stream because they're naked.
we
in
have
this
Charlie
trailer.
Kirk in the studio. We have Charlie Kirk in the studio. He's been recording lines for Stranger Than Heaven.
I saw so many tweets about that where they're like, they're gonna bring Kirk back now for like
Kirk.
they could bring
Patton.
anybody back. They're bringing a man back from the
Patton.
dead, like Abe Lincoln in Yakuza 7, right? Like it's entirely possible.
This is it's the plot of Persona 6. They have to bring back celebrities from the dead
There it is.
to go voice Stranger Than Heaven in the
I
studio.
mean, yeah, in terms of the industry, like, what does this mean? Like, nobody is off limits anymore. And
it's kind
I
of
mean,
fucked up,
granted,
low key. Like
we
actually high
still,
key.
like, even Darth Vader's voice in Fortnite, even.
Yeah,
That was a lot.
I saw a lot of memes about that, about the like
Yeah.
text to speech, the
Yeah,
AI text.
James Earl Jones has his voice in Fortnite as the Darth Vader, where people are manipulating his like AI to say slurs and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, just in terms of like what this means for the industry, Tupac Shakur's likeness can just be brought back, and now anybody could be off limits. We can have an entire like Stephen Hawking biopic game where it's
Yeah.
just straight up him.
But okay, why would I want to play that unless he's like it's a racing game? Like what am I gonna do with it?
That's
That's
crazy.
not much you can do with
Yeah.
that. But yeah.
That one tweet somebody made was so funny where it's like everybody's saying Tupac wouldn't have wanted this, but look at this genius lyric, and it's like, when I die, put me in a Japanese game by the Yakuza devs. It's like- but I do think it's wild. I have friends who are Yakuza fans. They're still excited for Stranger Than Heaven, but I
Sure.
don't blame people who I've seen online be like, I kind of don't want to play this game now. Like, this is really weird that they did this.
Yeah, a lot of people are really off put by
It feels
that.
strange. It feels like
It does
nobody's
feel weird.
allowed to rest in peace anymore.
It
I
feels
was
stranger
excited.
than heaven.
The irony of it. Okay, the only way I'm okay with this is it being called Stranger Than Heaven if this game somehow has to do with the afterlife. Then I would suddenly be okay with it a little bit. But even
Yeah.
then, like, I was gonna kind of play Stranger Than Heaven. I thought it looked cool. But now I'm like, I'm a little
It
weirded
feels
out.
weird, yeah.
It's like I'm
It-
uncomfortable.
It takes you. It's hard to be immersed when you just see Tupac and you're like, all of a sudden you're
Tupac?
just.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's really weird.
The fuck? I mean, I could say the Snoop Dogg thing is fine because you
Hey,
see
we-
Snoop
we-
Dogg everywhere. He's like in
Snoop Dogg's
everything.
literally, like, he's
He-
like our Olympics commentator at this point.
Right.
He
Like,
is.
that
We can
doesn't
beat him.
surprise me. But also there was an art back in the day, and for video games. This is specifically for video games, like where you would hire somebody that could just do the voice of someone famous, and
Yes.
it was just an impersonator, but it was
Yeah.
still a voice actor. It was
Exactly.
still like a human. I remember there was like so many licensed games for movies where you're not gonna get the actor from the movie that
Yeah.
made the game based, but you got an
Exactly.
impersonator. You got
Yeah.
somebody that just sounded like them, and that's like, I don't know. There's like heart put into that. There's like soul because it's like still a
Yeah.
person that's trying to do that. So like, yeah, I don't know. Like, did they say how it works? Is it
No.
like, it's
No
just,
comment.
No, it's just
They just
It's
credited
just-
Tupac Shakur. That's all we know.
Because I really don't think Tupac was in the 90s and they had the foresight to go, like 30 years from now, we're going to make a game with this girl called Ado. She hasn't been born yet, Tupac. Okay. But think about the,
Yeah.
think about the vision here. Think about the vision here.
See the vision.
And you will be a character in this game. Remind it's still 1990. Now, I need you to imagine, the PlayStation, it just came out. Now, imagine it's like 5 versions stronger than what we are currently playing. It will be on that system. And also, you will die. They just named the exact time and date of his death. It's all predetermined. They already know this. Yeah. So it's like, and
He's
Tupac,
been alive in
yeah,
Japan.
okay. Yeah, it's like, no,
You,
that's
it
okay.
won't be an American game, by the way. So
It
you
will not be. It will be
Go
for a
to
market of
Japanese audience.
people that don't even speak your language.
No.
How do you
I
feel about that?
I saw people justifying this that Tupac would go to Sega events in the 90s because he liked Sonic. That's like the longest shot I've ever heard in my entire life to try and justify
Yeah, dude.
his digital resurrection. Like, it's...
Maybe he signed a waiver. Like if you went to the event, he signed a waiver that says like if you die,
You
we
lose your
will use
likeness. Yeah.
we will puppet your dead corpse around and prance it on stage and make you like rap with Knuckles and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say, this is probably embarrassing to admit. I admitted this personally to like Glenn and Mark yesterday. But for half a second during the Summer Games Fest, when they showed Tupac and then the devs were like, we have someone to bring out, I was like, holy fuck. Like, they're going to bring out
They thought it
Tupac.
was him. He does that Weekend at Bernie's. They just drag his corpse out and they just
He
move his
walks
mouth
out
with
in
their
like a
fingers.
kimono and he's like, I've been doing tax evasion for 30 years living in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave again now. Bye.
Exact opposite. Where it would be like just a live Tupac. And like, hey y'all. Sorry.
It's on a fucking Zoom call. It's like a shitty ass. It's me, Tupac. I've actually been alive, and I've been in Japan
That-
working on this project.
Jeff
really
Keighley-
excited about this next project.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley the GOAT, if he actually revealed Tupac is still alive. What a big announcement,
Yeah.
guys, for the Summer
That
Games
would-
Fest.
that
Tupac's
would
still
make up
alive.
for High Guard. That would make up for High Guard.
It would.
I would
Yeah.
forgive
Oh,
High
it
Guard
would be
if
good.
he
Tupac.
could
I
pull that
can't,
off.
bro. It's too funny.
Yeah, it's like, and we got Hatsune Miku. They're gonna record a
Exactly.
a
Miku and
song
Tupac.
together, and they're in Stranger Than Heaven.
This is
Yes,
stranger than
they
heaven.
have fighting styles.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Death Row Games is a thing now as well. They came out of that. So thank God those people are making games now,
Yeah.
or whatever they plan to do with that.
I mean, I assumed it would be
console or something. I assume.
I assumed it would be like Def Jam Fight for New York 2, like that rapper fighting game from the 2000s.
If
That's
they
what I
would
assumed it
make
was
a
gonna be.
Def Jam Fight for New York, that would be so great.
I'd love that with
That would be
modern
so
artists this
awesome.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just like that's the question. Like, who would you even have on that, right? Like, obviously you got Snoop Dogg. Okay, he'll sign up for anything, whatever.
At this point, he just takes the
It's like
check. Yeah.
Tony Hawk in skateboarding games.
Yeah, he's in all of them.
Right. So it's just like, who would you? Yeah, I don't know. Who would you put on a Def Jam game?
Be
You gotta put,
interesting.
like a modern artist. Logic.
Logic.
Tom McDonald. I would put Tom McDonald. In the Def
Tom
Jam.
McDonald
Logic,
fist fighting
Tom
Logic.
McDonald, Joyner Lucas,
Joyner Lucas. Little Dicky.
Little Dicky. Yeah. I don't know.
And,
Who
and we have a special guest returning. He's been recording lines this whole time. Mac Miller.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
actually not dead. He's not dead.
We got
Bro.
Lil Peep. We got XXXTentacion.
Dude,
We got.
they already resurrected Tupac. It's possible.
Yep.
Dude, X versus Tupac versus Little Peep versus Mac
X
Miller.
versus Tupac. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
In Def
That's too
Jam
much.
Fight
That's
for
the
New York
Smash
2.
Brothers lineup.
They start doing Smash Brothers announcements for Def Jam
Oh my God.
of dead rappers. Coming this fall to the Battle Pass, Biggie Smalls. Like,
X. We got X coming, and Gekume is an assist trophy. So we're popping off.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
they're doing all the like this? You know when they announce like a new Smash character, but instead they're doing it for all
yes.
these rappers.
Yeah.
New items added to the rotation this time. The gun that shot Tupac.
Oh my!
As a collectible, yeah. And then it's like we got Biz Markie, you got Nicki Minaj.
They
Oh,
have the
man.
little quip to him like Snoop Dogg bring truth from the booth in the new character.
Right?
They're like,
Truth from the booth is crazy. Holy shit,
Uh,
dude.
that was for Summer Games Fest. What else was Summer Games Fest?
Oh, there was a
uh,
lot. Code Veronica.
Yeah.
Code
They
Veronica
opened. They
remake
opened
is
with that.
awesome.
Yeah,
Great
Awesome.
opener.
Code Veronica.
it was.
I'm glad.
Dude, I mean, the Resident Evil fans are eating good. Let me
Yes.
just tell you, there's that meme about the fat guy on Family Guy stealing from his malnourished family.
Yes.
Bro, Resident Evil gets it all. like,
Capcom
what-
loves Resident
like-
Evil.
Dude,
do.
I'm telling you, like, we
They do.
just got Resident Evil 9. Now 2027 we get Code Veronica remake. So, dude,
Mhm.
that's them, man.
Big
What
win.
do you even say? Is like
it's,
they
it's incredible. And then they got Onimusha and Mega Man also coming out.
do.
and
They
they're-
do have that.
Yeah. And obviously, the other big announcement they had, Street Fighter 6 Tifa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very interesting.
That
Very
was my
interesting.
prediction, which I don't want to waltz away from Code Veronica yet if we had more we wanted to say, but they didn't show too much. They just kind of announced it
Did
was
not show too
coming out.
much. They kind of teased of the RE5.
Yes.
Don't think I didn't notice that, Capcom.
With the
there's
V.
no reason-
Yeah.
3V right there. I mean, what? Spelling Veronica backwards, but only the first 3 letters? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, good for you. Everybody's gonna play Veronica. Everybody's gonna love it.
It's a classic getting remade. It's
I
going to be
just,
good.
Mhm.
hope it's good. I
Same.
haven't played the original, but people are saying Claire's free from the basement.
Yep.
So hey, that's good for her. Rosemary stays down there, I guess, but that's another conversation for another time. Yeah.
Tragic. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
the
that was
pivot.
it.
I am a prophet on this podcast, apparently. Wasn't intentional. Was going off some like randomly leaked stuff, but I was like, oh, isn't there a rumor that Tifa's getting put in a fighting game? Wouldn't it be crazy if they announced her for like Street Fighter
Right.
or Tekken and then immediately announced part 3? Lo and behold, that actually happened. They did Tifa and Street Fighter, and then Jeff Keighley went, "What do you guys think is the final announcement? It could be anything." And we're all like,
Guard 2.
"Okay, Jeff, Show me Cloud Strife. And of course, Revelation, FF7 Part 3 Revelation.
Nice. Yes.
You get the
As
Fortnite
predicted
drops
by
out of the
Lewis.
high wind. You can Fortnite drop out of the high wind now. I won't rant on it too much because talking about what excites me for Revelation is big spoilers from Rebirth. Obviously, other than the meme that everyone has been pointing out of like, oh wow, where's Aerith in the party, guys? What happened? That's really funny. She's not there.
She's
Beats
taking
me,
a
man.
break. Yeah.
Who knows?
She's on a break. It's okay. She goes somewhere else for this part of the game. It's fine. But Revelation looks amazing. I am a big fan of the remake trilogy. I know some people do not like it. I like it a lot. I like what they're doing. I'm interested in where they finish this off in this whole kind of multiverse thing they're kind of starting to do a little bit, which they obviously haven't shown in the trailers because that's kind of the secret plot thing they have going on. I think it's pretty amazing that they're going to let you fly the high wind anywhere on the map and you can jump down with no frame drops, they said. Their intention is to allow you to
Wow.
fly over the combined map from the first two games. So all of Midgard and all of Rebirth's map have been put together, and you can fly the high wind anywhere and get out to do the missions. And
Holy
different
shit.
stuff. That's
That's
gonna
awesome.
be fucking incredible if they actually pull that off. And the fact that they're like it's gonna run crisp on a Switch 2 is crazy. Let the Square Enix devs go home. Let them go home to their families, please. But we know that's not gonna happen.
happen.
It's not going to happen. They're going to walk out of the chained hell pit they've been working on FF7 Remake for 10 years and go, I'm free, only to realize they are now standing with the Kingdom Hearts 4 dev team and are now going to have to work on that game.
Yeah.
So,
Matter
rip
of
them.
fact, we got some Final Fantasies DLCs coming, boys. Get your
Yeah.
ass back to the seats.
Exactly. So, but I am excited. It looks really fantastic. They showed that they're going to let you change classes now. So characters will not be locked into a class anymore. You can make Tifa a Black Mage. You can make Cloud a Warrior. I think that's pretty awesome.
Whoa.
It allows a lot more freedom for how you build the characters in the RPG. I think that's pretty sick. They're also adding outfits and customization for the characters. That's clearly because they're going to let you have the Advent Children outfits. That's definitely where they're
Awesome.
going.
Love that movie. Great movie.
Great movie.
Will it be turn-based?
No.
No, it's not. It's not. That's the thing.
None of the
Like, that
remake games are
whole
turn-based.
Remake stuff
they
is
are
not turn-based
Yep.
anymore.
They are
Oh.
action games. They
I
are much
forget.
closer to Devil May Cry than they are to any of the other Final Fantasy games. They are kind of attempting a
Dude.
combination of both, but they are essentially action games that allows you to do turn-based stuff during the action combat. It's very similar to Kingdom Hearts,
Whoa.
where it's like, oh, hey, are you fighting? And then you use the D-pad to control the menu. Right? So that's kind of how those games run.
Okay.
That's why some
Yeah.
people really hate the remakes, is they're not turn-based. I understand, but that's not the vision that they had.
Yeah.
I will
Hey,
say
we hate people like that on Coffee Cast. So fuck them.
it's just
We're putting our stake in the ground right now. If you like turn-based combat, turn off the video now. You are not welcome here.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
I'll leave real quick since I talked about Persona.
Yeah,
um,
Willis leaves the call.
yeah, I'm very curious. I'm trying to think about how I want to talk about Revelation without spoiling things. Mark, you need to get on this so we can talk about Revelation. You got to play them first two games.
That's right.
The best thing I can probably say is the remake trilogy is not a 1-to-1 remake. For
Right,
those who
yeah,
are
exactly.
uninitiated,
Right.
it is a reimagining. I love that I saw Glenn typing in the time in the chat. That's so funny. I was like, damn, he is furiously typing about something. But the remake trilogy is not a 1-to-1 remake. It has taken some significant liberties that are prevalent towards the end of FF7 Remake Part 1 and are very prevalent throughout Rebirth, and will be even more prevalent probably maybe in Revelation. It's also interesting because people figured this out at the end of Remake when it first happened, but they obviously pitched it as, look, FF7 Remake. It's a remake of the game, right? Well, the word remake does not have to do with it being a remake. It has to do with like remaking the world. We are reimagining FF7. And we've made changes, so we have now reborn, Rebirth, the franchise with the second game, and now you're going to reach the revelation of what we are doing in the final game.
Ooh. Okay.
That's what the director said.
That's so
and
good.
That's kind of gas. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie.
That's cool.
It's kind of heat that they did that.
You will kill lightning. You will
Yes,
kill lightning
versus
in the
13. It's time to
final game.
Versus-
Final Fantasy
versus
7
13.
versus 13. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Wait, Willis, what was your original prediction for what it was going to be? titled? 'Cause
Reunion.
It's different, right? Reunion. Okay.
Reunion. How do I say this? I can say this. They're doing a little bit of a multiverse thing with the remake series. They're trying to do some multiverse shenanigans. Perhaps they were towards the end of Rebirth attempting to reunion two different worlds, maybe. So that's why I believed it would be called Reunion, was they were attempting to maybe potentially merge timelines a little bit. I was really curious where they were going with that. Revelation is a good final name. I am a little disappointed as to why it was called that, other than they believe it's a great title to express like a revelation, like realizing, oh, this is what it was about the whole time. They said Nomura was really excited because it was a biblical reference. That motherfucker loves biblical references.
Book of Revelation.
He stood on that on business and original FF7 where he's like, do you get it?
God-fearing man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Nomura is very happy about that probably. But I think it's really cool where they're going with it. I'm really curious if they'll make good changes, because Rebirth is a bit bloated. That's my only critique of Rebirth. Is FF7 Remake does a good job of taking the first third of the original and just up-resing it and being like, look, modern combat, same story. We've maybe changed a few things and we're kind of ooh exciting, carrot on a stick. Did you play the original and want things to be different? Ooh, look, But Rebirth then kind of adds like a ton of side quests and side content to essentially let you really enjoy your time with these characters. Like if you're a fan of the originals, hey, here's extra stuff you didn't get the first time. So Rebirth adds a ton of new things to attempt to give you a chance to really expand your bonds with the characters for one reason or another. I think a lot of people really hated that. I saw a lot of people critique Rebirth for that, where it was like, it's almost like you're not committing, right? Like you're going with the original story, but then changing stuff, but kind of not. And then it's like, you need to commit. Is this a 1-to-1 remake, or are you going to change it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping in Revelation they put their foot down and make a decision. Because I don't really care either way, to be honest with you. I'm fine if they make it exactly the same. And I am very happy if they change things. I'd probably want them to change things. Because I know that was their original vision, was they were mad that you had to play like 8 spin-offs and C2 movies to understand the full lore of original FF7. Because you had to play...
And the mobile game.
Thankfully, no mobile game. Thankfully, no mobile game for FF7.
Oh, thank God.
A PSP game.
Yes,
It's 2 spin-offs in a movie for FF7. It's way worse for Kingdom Hearts. But I know they said that they were upset about that, and that they were hoping by changing things they could make it like a final standpoint. So theoretically, by the end of Revelation, there will be a through line of FF7 original, the spin-offs, the movie, and then the remake trilogy, potentially, creating a singular timeline of content. That would be cool. That you wouldn't have to play those, but if you wanted to play the originals, they were connected. That's quite the task, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull it off, but I'm rooting for them. I would love to see that happen.
Cool.
But I will say, now's the time. If you have not played the original 2, it's a great time to get into them, especially because Rebirth is a long-ass game. Remake's not so bad. Remake, I think, is 20 hours, 25 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then
Well,
there's
that's pretty short, actually.
Then it's like 30-something if you want 100% it. And then Rebirth,
Right.
its campaign is like 35. But, bro, if you want 100% Rebirth, I think it's like almost 200 hours. There is a
Wow.
fuck ton of side content in that game. Like, do you
Wow.
want to spend 40 hours in the Gold Saucer gambling? Congrats, you can.
Let's go.
Like, there is a lot of content. That's also one of the reasons Rebirth gets criticized, is it's a little tone deaf at times, where like perhaps maybe some really intense moments will happen in the FF7 story, and then it's like, you just unlocked the final tier of gambling in the Gold Saucer. Do you want to go do that? Like, it's like,
Yes.
it's like maybe you shouldn't have interrupted the story for this.
Sweet.
But they did say that they were aware people didn't like that, so that they've changed it.
It's very tone deaf of them. We will put the gambling announcements after the end of the cutscene.
Yes.
Not during.
Not during, not mid intense
during.
cutscenes.
Not during the death of critical characters.
I will say they keep that. They do keep that part sacred. There is a big point, like 10 hours before the end, where the game literally tells you, like, "Hey, when you start this chain of quests for the campaign, we're not gonna let you do side quests anymore. You have to do this in a row. We won't let you break it. So do whatever you want first." It essentially tells you.
Interesting.
Which is a very good move, because that fixes some of the issues the original had with the same thing. The original has some tone deaf problems too. But yeah. Oh man, I can't believe this tragic thing happened. Time to go snowboarding.
Yay!
That is, yeah. But that's all I'll say. I will not be doing spoilers for any of that. I'm even dancing around original spoilers for FF7. But I will say, when Revelation comes out, also if Mark, I know you have the Eternal Backlog, does play the original too, I will be doing a spoiler cast. And be prepared for zero content from Coffee Studios when that game comes out. When Rebirth came out, I took the Friday off into the weekend. It was a long weekend anyway, and then I took Friday off, and I deleted all my social media, including Discord. And I beat that game in like 5 days. I played it nonstop for like 4 or 5 days. Because I was like, I will not be spoiled on this. And I was really glad I did that. Because they did change so much in Rebirth from the original that I was like, oh, thank God that I didn't get spoiled on like half of this stuff.
Nice.
Big thumbs up.
Very nice.
Very happy about Rebirth.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff at Summer Games Fest, but that was my big one. So if you guys had something else you wanted to talk about from the Summer Games Fest, I was pulling for that the whole time and got it. So I'm very happy.
Got some good horror games on the way.
Yes.
Ill looks very fun, a mix of like The Thing and like zombies, you know. So cool body horror there, but completely out of left field. I don't know if the alien heads were already, but Alien Isolation 2.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that was big. That was big. Alien Isolation 2, one of the most like what is it? What's like a good word for it? Inspirational horror games of its time.
Yes.
Like
influential.
One of the best influential. One of the best like entity AI of a horror game. Like holy shit, that thing like reacts to everything you do and like learns from what you do, like that Hello Neighbor shit, but like better.
Yeah.
So that was a huge pull. Like I said, I don't know if the r/alien Isolation Reddit heads were all over it already, but to a guy like me,
it was rumored, but there was no
announcement.
I think it was rumored that they were working on it for a while, but a formal announcement of Isolation 2.
That was big because that game was fucking good.
I agree.
Wow, really knows how to make you scared of an entity. Like, because that's like insta kill when he finds you, and you better hope you saved. And the saving isn't even like an instant like pause.
Right, he can kill you during saves.
Exactly, and you have to like hold the key card in for 4 seconds. So you gotta be safe to save. Yeah. And dude, such a good one. And Ill looks like it's completely new IP. So we'll just have to see how that one goes. But that one is much more horde.
Yeah.
The Thing type.
Apparently it's from the Atomic Heart devs.
That's good. I mean, I know they were pretty good. And then was it 1666 Amsterdam? Right. I don't know if you consider that one horror, but I know the demo came out. People have been playing that, and the original Assassin's Creed dev was making that one.
Because that was the rumored. There was a leak. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I was going to say you called this actually. You talked about this before, where you said there was a leak of a Assassin's Creed Witch game. That's probably what that was when people saw a leak of that. It was probably that because
Maybe.
it's him as the dev
Maybe.
working on a like Salem witch trial style kind of game in Amsterdam. So good on you for
That
that
could
one.
be cool. I mean, hey, I'll keep my eyes open. I'll probably play the demo.
Yeah, I haven't played the demo. I
Um,
know we have friends who played the
yeah.
demo, and I think they said they liked it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's an
Um,
interesting story with that game because the developer was one of the original developers. He disliked Ubisoft, didn't like the fact that they were doing their annual release schedule for
Hey,
Assassin's Creed, turning it
Valid.
into like Call of Duty,
we
basically.
got plenty of them.
Which I completely support him on that. I think he's
Yes.
totally right. He left, and then the studio got bought out, and then
Mhm.
now he's back in with Ubisoft, but not by willingness. So that's kind of
1666 Amsterdam is a Ubisoft title.
I actually
yes,
is it? I
got
don't know.
bought
I didn't
back,
know that.
or like I'm pretty sure that the property is like a Ubisoft thing again. Like it's one of those things where the guy left, he did it independently, and I think through buying the studio, I think he's like stuck with them again
Interesting.
in some way, shape, or form.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think. I think he's probably going to be very protective of this title. He's probably not going to let them get their grubby little hands to start manipulating it. But
No.
just something to be aware of. Also, I didn't see anybody here. No hype for Saw Genesis. What's going on?
I'm not.
Hey,
That game is
man.
that game. Let me be honest. That game is not for me. That game is not
That's
for
all
me.
right.
I will be showing
I really-
some 1666
Yeah,
Amsterdam
alright.
footage though, so people can see that because that game looks really cool. We'll show this.
Dude,
But no, I can't say
okay.
there's any hype for Saw Genesis.
Final
Sorry.
Fantasy VII Killer Saw Genesis is gonna come out, and you're all gonna be sorry.
Well, okay. I'll say this. I'm not a Saw fan in general, right? But
Okay.
a survival horror Saw game is a cool idea. Like a puzzle-based survival horror game that has to do with Saw is cool, right?
They did
I
that.
can
It's
admit.
called the two Saw games that they released,
Yeah.
and they were pieces of shit.
So unfortunately, not good.
Yeah.
I have never checked out harder than learning that Saw game is a Dead by Daylight clone.
Oh,
Absolute
Yeah.
snooze fest when I found that out. I was like, oh, I already didn't like this. And it's
no.
like, oh, the killer is designing the traps and you have to get through them to stop them, right? And I'm just like, brother. I checked out so quickly from that. Like, just no way.
And it's the blooper team. Like, bro, where's your Silent Hill 1 remake? Bro,
Yeah.
where's your Layers of Fear? Like, what is all this, like, come on? Like,
It's so disappointing.
we don't need you to be doing shit 24/7. Stay, like, if you're gonna show us something, stick with it and then show us when it's, like, closer to done.
Yeah.
We don't need Dead by Daylight clones or whatever the fuck, like, Friday the 13th, and then it was, like, Halloween or something.
Texas
The Evil
Chainsaw.
Dead game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas
Mhm.
Chainsaw, and then they
Which you
did
can't
the
even
Evil
play
Dead
anymore. It
thing.
got shut down.
Right.
Actually, I think almost
We
all
don't
of
need
those
more
are
of
shut
those.
down. Yeah.
We don't need more of those. Again, the 7 people that play Dead by Daylight are happy. We aren't.
Yeah, it's not for us. It's not for us, unfortunately. I can't say Coffee Cast is excited about Dead by Daylight clones or news. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
But that is not for us.
Okay, but good news for Platinum fans. With the
Yes,
Teenage Mutant
I'm
Ninja
so glad you
Turtles
brought this
game.
up because I forgot. I'll be honest. I did forget.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I love Platinum games. I love their works. I'm one of the
Yeah, good.
defenders of Wonderful 100 or
Hey,
Wonderful
listen,
101.
Bayonetta 1 and 2 are
Love
awesome.
that game. Yeah. Yeah, Bayonetta 1 and 2 are awesome.
It's so good they didn't make a third one.
Yeah, and there's Revengeance, right? There was that
Revengeance is great.
Transformers
Revengeance is
game.
great.
There was
Yeah.
that Transformers game that was fun too. I think they did the Last Airbender, right? Avatar. They did like an
They did
Avatar,
one
or
of
like
them.
a Korra, or
They
like
did
a
Korra
Korra
fighting game kind of thing.
fight,
Not
which
fighting.
was also interesting as well. So like, it'll be fun. It'll be
Okami, that's the one
fun.
I'm forgetting.
Teenage Mutant-
I was trying to think. We're forgetting one.
Yeah.
They made the Okami games.
Did they do Beautiful Joe as well? Am I
I
tweaking?
think.
Or is that, I think it
Similar
Clover?
dev team,
I don't know,
maybe?
whatever. Maybe I think it is somebody for the dev team, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, listen, TMNT. I played years ago. It was on the PS2 or PS3. There was like a TMNT game
From
that was
Platinum.
really fun. Yeah, yeah, from like a long time ago. So I'm excited for that. I'm glad Platinum Games is still alive and
Yes.
doing stuff. So
They're not locked in
that's
like,
good.
yo, you fucked up Bayonetta 3. Controversial, but I don't like Bayonetta. Actually, it's not controversial. A lot of people didn't like that game.
Yeah.
But Last Ronin is like the best TMNT comic, if I may say so myself, for
Yeah.
those who haven't read it. Is it a spoiler to say what the plot of Last Ronin is, or did they say that earlier? I haven't read it in a long time.
I don't think it should be a problem.
Okay, I'm going to say this then. Spoilers for the Last Ronin comic. If you really want to read Ninja Turtles Last Ronin, this is a spoiler for the opening of that comic. But the plot of that comic is the other 3 Ninja Turtles are dead, and it's just Michelangelo now. And he is on a plot to get revenge for them. So Platinum Games doing that game after working on
fun.
Bayonetta and everything like that, that's going to be a banger. That's going to be real good. I am excited.
Yeah.
They tend to do darker, more intense worlds a lot better, especially considering a ton of them came from Devil May Cry at Platinum. I'm down for that. Give me my Ninja Turtles Kill Bill game.
Right.
That's going to be sick. How did they die in chat? I don't remember. I'll be honest. It's been a while. I think one of them was killed protecting someone. One of them died like falling off something, and another one was killed fighting like 5 other enemies at once, or something like that.
And the other one died from untreated syphilis.
Oh, how tragic! Poor Donatello.
I was thinking it was Donnie. That's definitely Donnie.
But yeah, Last Ronin's pretty sick. That's a great game. It's gonna be awesome, I think, as long as Platinum doesn't drop the ball. Surely they bounce back post Bayonetta. So apparently Ninja Gaiden 4 was good, by the way. That was their most recent game, and I have not played that, but apparently it was good.
Cool. There you go.
But that's all. That's all I have from Summer Games Fest. I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because I forgot about Last Ronin, and I was totally going to skip over it.
Yeah, there's other big shit I think none of us really cared about. I mean, The Wolf Among Us 2.
Yeah.
If you like, that was a huge talking point back when Telltale was still a thing, and it bankrupt, and now I suppose. I don't think any of us either play Stellar Blade, but that's getting new stuff, I guess.
That's getting a thing, right?
And so I think pretty much seals the deal on Summer Games Fest. The new Monster Hunter DLC. If you have anything to share about that, Mark.
No, not really. It was
Star
kind of
Wars.
expected, but yeah.
Oh, the Star Wars XCOM game.
Oh, great, yeah.
Star Wars Zero Company. It's your favorite. It's a turn-based XCOM.
I was about to say, Glenn, big Star Wars fan, is not happy the Star Wars game is turn-based.
Listen, episode 1 of Coffee Cast, my prediction was a new Cal Kestis game. I want more of him. That is like our collective Jedi OC.
Yes.
You can make him however you want, as long as it's a gender white male. All right, sorry.
Yeah, it is wild.
Your OC can be that. But you can let him have gun or a lightsaber or a dual wield lightsaber or a 2-ended lightsaber. Listen, it's as close as you can get to like an OC without playing like the older public games, which we gotta wait for that remake or whatever to come out before you start talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got an XCOM game. Come on. Whatever.
I have friends who are excited for it, but I'm not an XCOM fan either, so.
Like,
right.
I've never played XCOM, so I don't know. It's turn-based. I never got into turn-based. And what they revealed, like Anakin Skywalker is in it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Just at this point, just give us Cal Kestis, man. Anakin Skywalker is run his course. We all know what he did. We all know what he's done. We all know what he's capable of, and we all know how he ended it. Yeah. Give us Cal Kestis. His is new.
I agree with that take.
But yeah, in terms of Game Fest,
I will give a shout out to my good friend Hunter, who loves XCOM and Star Wars. That was for him. So shout out Hunter.
Shout out Hunter. The game is for you.
That game is for you, bro. Lock in. Very happy. That's about it.
And then Lords of the Fallen 2, but I never played the first one. But Souls-like, so.
We got that. We got Witcher 3 devs are making a vampire game.
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Blood. What was it? Blood of Dawnwalker?
Blood of the
that's it.
Dawnwalker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blood of the Dawnwalker.
So
Okay.
they're just CD Project Red, or
I think
what?
it's like
guess so.
ex-Witcher devs. We're getting a high guard Titanfall
ex-Witcher,
situation.
Oh shit.
Ex-Witcher devs working on this game.
Oh shit.
Also, this has
shit,
been
shit.
this has been talked about a lot online, but this is kind of a thing for all of these events. We made a joke about it at the start, right? A lot of Chinese Souls-likes coming out recently. There was a lot of them announced. Some of them look good, some
A
of
lot
them
of them are
don't.
coming.
The one that was in, I think it was the PlayStation showcase. That was like Blood Message or whatever, or maybe that was no, that was it. That was at Summer Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest.
That looked awesome. The other ones they
Yes.
showed, like Way of the not Onimusha. I'm thinking of another one. There's a couple of other ones they showed looked significantly worse than Blood Message.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
which
like
one was the one that they just played an entire boss
That's
fight
the one I'm
for?
trying to remember. I can't
oh,
remember.
shit.
That one
Oh,
was
okay,
really
'cause I
weird.
was
That one
like-
looked weak. I was like, I don't.
Why? just a whole 3 minutes of a boss fight. And
Yeah, they
I'm like,
did.
Why
Like,
would
I
you
can
don't you
show
want to
this?
play this? Don't you want to be doing this? I don't think I do.
No.
Yeah, it was like
It was something.
I'm looking through the list right now. Where was it? Blood Message. Keep trying to do it. Keeps bringing up Blood Message. I'm like, that was not me.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't even find it. That's how much it's like. It's so weird. But yeah, I know the one you're talking about, the boss fight game.
It's coming. Yeah.
Bad enough that we barely remember it, other than they showed boss fight footage.
That's a great sign.
Was that Phantom Blade Zero?
No, that had been
Or-
shown before already. That's gonna get its like own state of play or something like that, apparently.
Oh, you're right. They are doing that.
Because it comes out like soon.
Okay.
What was that game? Wait.
Well, we could segue into that then. Last one, State of the Play.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the weakest we got.
Yes.
In hindsight, yeah.
Oh wait.
In hindsight, yeah.
One last thing from Summer Games Fest. Announcement of the new Cuphead game. I am excited
Mighty
for that.
Cuphead Adventures.
There's the new Mighty
Hey,
Cuphead Adventures, and they're working on just Cuphead 2. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's all I have
That's
to say. Just wanted to make sure I threw that out there. We've slandered a lot of games today. I will say I like Cuphead. So there you go. Cuphead
We do
fans,
like Cuphead.
you've got us. Sorry to interrupt Glenn's good transition there, but yeah.
No. I think that was good. Forgot about Cuphead. Cuphead? That made
Yeah.
waves, admittedly. So I'm glad they're doing more with that.
Mhm.
But yeah, hindsight. PlayStation State of Play. I mean,
It was the weakest, unfortunately.
yeah.
But I don't think it was bad. It just was the weakest.
No. Yeah, none of this was. I think extended gameplay of Wolverine was good. I
Yes.
talked about that in episode 1. Kind of expected. Wolverine is on the way. A bloodier Spider-Man. Although the stuff they showed is not showing a lot of optimism for open world.
Actually, they made a formal comment. It's not going to be open world. They said it will be a linear based action game.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So like, okay. All right. Kind of bold, but hey, we take those.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's-
Yeah.
I'm always of the argument that, like, if you want to just make a very well detailed, linear like game,
Mhm.
that's completely fine over, you trying to sell us on, oh, it's open world and you can go wherever you want. And it's a
Yes.
dead, like, empty space. You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
don't waste our time. Don't waste like
Yeah.
development on just that, just to say that you have an open world and there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
So I think that's okay. If the whole, the gameplay is fun and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Definitely
yeah,
makes sense with Spider-Man, he's the type of dude to like stop a robbery at a corner store.
Yeah.
Whereas Wolverine, kind of ain't. He
No, he
kind of
would
doesn't
not.
deal with shit like that. So I guess that makes more sense. I would just like, if that's what they're doing, got to flesh that combat out more.
Yes.
I don't want to spam square in the counter sometimes if it's not going to be an open world.
It
if
needs
it's going
to
to be in the weeds. Yeah.
it needs to be like DMC like almost. You need to be able to do some sick ass combos.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do
Combos,
some really
yeah,
cool
yeah,
stuff. Because
Yeah.
I'm not against. Hey, look, deep kind of like Infamous even had pretty solid combat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
you had combos and stuff. Give us some of that again. Give Wolverine a clear upgrade path where you can build him different ways, kind of like the Prototype games. If anybody remembers that, that's kind of an unk
Oh
pull.
man,
But yeah, Prototype. Make it kind of like that, where you can like go like, oh, I want him to be like Blood Rampage Wolverine, or maybe like tankier. You know what I'm saying? Let me build him
Yes.
out like that, and then story wise, I'm not against open world games not being a thing with like Wolverine. Give me like Uncharted, but with Wolverine, please. I'm completely okay with that. Super cinematic, letting him just kill people and fighting with the X-Men. I'm totally down for that.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's
There's plenty of games that do open worlds very perfectly. Elden Ring
Yes.
is a very perfect open world. A lot of the early Assassin's Creeds were very perfect open worlds. Spider-Man even, although that's just New York, that's a perfect open world.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, there's going to be a robbery, a carjacking that you can stop as Spider-Man,
Yep.
and you can swing through it.
I even think.
So open worlds are very fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna agree there. Like, those are all great. I even think open worlds don't have to be super dense. They just have to fit the narrative, right? Like Red Dead's open world is a
Yeah.
great example too.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Skyrim,
Skyrim as well.
Oblivion,
Yep.
Fallout. Yeah. So
It can be kind of barren as long
I
as it
think
fits the tone. Yeah.
exactly. And with Wolverine now, Willis told me right now it's not going to be open world. I know that now, so good. But if they do that, don't give us open world combat. I don't want to spam the attack button just to counter every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that would be
So
annoying.
we'll see how that goes. So that was a big one from the showcase. Until Dawn 2, that was a pretty crazy
interesting.
goal.
I wasn't ready for that.
That was a pretty
was
crazy goal.
interesting.
Looked very different. Looks a lot more bright than I thought.
Yes.
But yeah. So my only soapbox with that is play it, don't watch it. That game
Yeah.
is about choices. If it's about making you scared, and it's a beautiful thing when you can choose how to get scared.
Right.
You don't need to see these other people get scared on their behalf. Get scared yourself. Horror games are a beautiful thing on how they get the blood pumping.
Mhm.
Try it yourself. And that's the only soapbox I got for Until Dawn 2. It looks brighter, it looks funnier. So it's good things. Good things coming there. So and then yeah, I'm just a PlayStation fanboy, so this was my time to shine.
Yeah. I mean, there's good
War.
stuff. Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider is coming out
Yes.
as well, and she's going back to the more like fantastical elements of like early Tomb Raider. It's not so much just like, hey, we're Uncharted. It's like, no, Tomb Raider was a little bit more out there as a series. So like I'm glad that they're embracing that again instead
Mhm.
of just always being constantly gritty just for the sake
Yeah.
of it. So that's nice.
I am
Um
disappointed in the announcement that Tomb Raider remake used AI generation.
oh,
That
did it?
that came out recently. Amazon very casually put that on the website. They were like, and we used AI to generate assets, which like I don't have a problem with people using AI for like looking up like little information and stuff like that. That's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fan of generative AI. And learning that and that they tried to hide it was definitely not what I was hoping for. But
Right.
that's that's just the way it goes. There's not much you can do about it. It's Amazon.
It's a mom and pop place. You got to cut them some slack. It's a very local, small business, and
How
they're doing
could
the
they?
best they can.
Yeah, they just gotta
Yeah.
survive.
Exactly.
But I agree. I still
Chinese
think
God of War.
Chinese God of War. That's a big one. That is a big one. That's arguably the biggest announcement because it was 20 minutes.
God of woke, more like.
Yeah.
Segue, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, I like that segue.
That's a good segue. There was a lot of
not happy about that one.
people were not happy about the God of War announcement. I don't know
Just
how y'all
inserting
felt.
this random woman that has no
Has
no
nothing
Yeah.
to do
idea,
just for
nothing to do
political
with it,
correctness.
right?
Like
Just
Exactly.
you just
out
gotta
of
fill
nowhere.
your
Who
diversity
is this?
quota. So now you put fucking Kratos on estrogen and you turned him into a woman. Great, good
That's
job,
exactly
guys.
what
How
happened.
could
Go
they?
woke, go broke.
Those
Who made
bastards.
this? Christopher Nolan, huh? First you gotta ruin the Odyssey, and now you're gonna ruin this game too. And Chinese people. There's Chinese people in this. Are you kidding me?
I think,
Dude,
yeah.
tell me about it. Listen, Ghost of Yote, disgusting. I cannot believe they made us play as such a thing. Ugh.
I
Anyway,
know.
Anyway, my actual
Yeah.
take, I think it looks good.
it's really good.
Yeah,
It looks
fine.
really
Like,
good.
I mean, it looks like it's gonna be fun. They put
I think
what the fuck, Huey from the boys in it or
As the
something.
cube,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
As
Yeah,
as the cube.
Huey from the
looks
boys is the
great.
cube, and he's gonna be known as QB. So everybody's gonna be
They
calling
showed
him
like
as his
them
boy's name
doing like the
QB.
mocap, and he just has like
Yes.
The
a
box,
cute
yeah.
little cube.
Pipes and cubes. It was
Yep.
PVC pipes strapped together in a cube. Not even a cube, like a square.
You guys couldn't just CGI that? Did you? Like, what do you need all this for? I thought.
No, it needs to be immersive.
They had to keep the
It has to be
physicality.
a way to make sure nobody enters his cube space because they're gonna have to
Right.
edit them back 2 feet if they do. So they can't be having that.
Mhm.
But no, I think people that complain about it being a girl are stupid. It's his wife, y'all. You know,
It
the
is.
wife that died at the very beginning of God of War 2018 and whose entire purpose was to spread the ashes on top of the mountain at the end of the game. Hey, it's her.
I agree.
Dude,
It's
It's her. It is not.
Who are
It
you
is not some.
talking about?
It's not some
What
random woman.
liberal nonsense are you going on about? Just
It is. It's Kratos' wife betrays his mom. She matters.
she's
I
in
don't
the
know
second
what is
game.
all this.
They show her in flashbacks in
Yeah.
the second game. People who were like,
She's in
I can't
tons of
believe they
flashbacks,
ruined
like,
my
yeah.
franchise. Bro, you didn't play the game. You didn't play the game. Like, it's
Brother, the people that are complaining about this are still the ones that are mad we don't get Aphrodite like sex scenes in the
God of
Nordic
War, yeah.
games, bro. Yeah. It's like where are my Aphrodite sex QuickTime events? It's like, bro, we're beyond that.
The
You can't wait for
franchise
your
has
little
evolved.
trilogy remake.
And
Exactly.
it has sold
like, hey, we're growing
quadruple what those
now.
old games did. So clearly they made a good decision.
Yes.
dude,
What
listen, the
like-
people complaining about God of War, the new God of War, there's no need to work. The new Gears of War got announced.
It's going to be
That
okay.
is for you. That is for you.
Go buy an
you
Xbox.
want-
It's all right.
Yes.
Man running around killing aliens, bro. Go to Xbox.
Yeah, you
We-
that
we-
no worries. There is no the woker is not in that game. So
Yeah.
you can play that one.
No,
You
the
can play
problem is
that game.
You
Xbox
play games.
has a female CEO now. So
Oh, you're right. So
that's
they
also
can't
a
own an
no-go.
Xbox.
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
that's what they can't
Dude.
do it. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
My
Oy
God.
vey.
That game is
Yeah.
going to be good, and I cannot wait to play it
It'll be
with
fun.
those
It's
people
gonna
out
be
of
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just
It
gonna
looks
be a
fun.
fun game.
Looks cinematic. That's all that God of War 2018 and up was.
Yes.
Fun and
Fun
cinematic.
and look cinematic. What I mean,
Exactly.
really.
It is God of
It's-
War.
What more can you need?
This is maybe, and I don't think this is an L take to say, right? And I want to preface this beforehand. I love the modern God of War games. I love them. They're awesome. They are, to an extent, normie games. They are cinematic film games that are meant to have complex but easy to pick up combat so that you can get really good at it
Yes.
quickly, customize it the way you want, and have really high fidelity, beautiful cutscenes with Kratos and his son, and like kill gods
Yes.
and fight them with good acting. They are, to an extent, normie games. This doesn't need to be some
Yeah.
crazy complex thing.
Yeah.
Deborah Ann Wolf is attractive. She's pretty. She's gorgeous, and she's a great actress. She's in Daredevil. She's in a bunch of shit. She will crush it. She will be the centerpiece. They will have her with a big sword and armor. It will be like a
Yes.
movie that you get to interact with and fight stuff. It's going to be great. I really can't believe people weren't sold on that. Did it need 20 minutes at the
I
state
know.
of play? Maybe not. Maybe they could have shown like 10. But
Yeah.
it still looked good. It looked really good.
It's their big blockbuster. It's their big
is.
blockbuster
It is.
game. And yes, like to the point, like this Yes, she's a pretty woman. Does she look like the porn stars you masturbate to? No. Women don't look like that,
Yeah,
actually.
real women don't look like
As
that.
a matter of
Sorry.
fact. So it's okay. Again, you can mod Gears of War and put tits on the aliens as well. It will be okay for you.
I
You
just-
will survive.
It always comes down to that, though, Marco. Like, I know you say it as a joke, but you make a really good point. It's always the Gooner
Yeah.
brain. Every time. It's exhausting.
Exactly.
It's like Gooner
Dude.
brain rot, dude. I can't believe this. They
Ghost of
act like it's
Yotei
normal.
is a fucking beautiful game.
It is.
Ghost of Yotei is an amazing game, and the amount of people that wrote it off because it's not their like Stellar Blade looking ass girl, or
I was
their,
about to
like
type
Marco
that in
said.
chat.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, it's literally the same Ghost of Yotei rhetoric I was defending like a year ago. Just play the fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
Just play the game.
Yeah.
This is always what gets
Yeah.
me. I'll pull a story from a stream a few months ago that Mark was there for this. I was playing FF14. For those who are uninitiated, FF14's most recent expansion's main character is voiced by a trans woman. She does a great job. There was a lot of controversy around that. So there's a lot of big-time haters of the most recent expansion. I was streaming Dawn Trail and had a very racist and transphobic individual come into my chat and spam slurs until I could ban him. Brother, if you don't like the game, don't play it. I don't understand
Exactly.
this movement to be like, no, you have to hate it too. Like, what?
Yeah.
The reason you're a consumer is buy what you want. I didn't care about Mario Raving Rabbids 4 for the Nintendo Switch 2, so I didn't
Exactly.
buy it. But if you like
Exactly.
that, go buy it. If you want to have your Gooner action game, buy Stellar Blade. That's fine. In fact, Stellar Blade looks great. It's probably really awesome. But when someone else goes, oh, I liked God of War, this like explosion of the women aren't hot enough and blah, 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 blah. It's insanity. It's actually nuts.
It's really bad. It's really bad because it makes real people that just like games for fun be put into the same boat as
Yes.
those idiots.
Exactly.
When people like us enjoyed Pragmata, we were thrown into the boat of the people that played games for the look of people like Stellar Blade.
Yes.
It's like, no,
Oh yeah.
that's a good game with a good, nice story.
It's a game about
If
fatherhood.
you see a child like that, that's it. Your issue.
Yeah, if you see a
That's
child in
your
a
issue.
game and start to want to have a discussion about like Gooner shit, you're a pedo, bro. I'll stand on
Yes.
business on the podcast and say
Yes.
that.
And
That is
people
your
that
problem.
The people that complain about the girls not looking hot enough or like fuckable, it's like don't
disgusting.
ruin our industry with that shit.
Get that
Like
out of here.
you're making every new game that has like a pragmata be talked about in that light, and it ruins people enjoyment that want to enjoy like that type of game.
Mhm.
Like, dude, that Pragmata is a beautiful game, and if the people spewing the rhetoric, sexualizing that girl, disgusting.
It is disgusting.
The worst people in the industry ever. So, just play the game. A girl's a girl, a man is a man. Just play it. Girls have been playing as men the whole time, by the
Yep.
way.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like God
And then
forbid
play
after
some girls.
3
Yeah.
decades of just male protagonists, we include a couple in the more recent games,
Exactly.
and gamers lose
Exactly.
their shit.
The
Yeah.
whole series you've been playing as a guy, by the way. You can handle one in the franchise being
The last 8 or 9 installments with Kratos, it's like no. Have
Yeah,
to be
did I
Kratos
see-
again?
Exactly.
Which they're remaking the games anyway, so just play
Exactly.
those.
Yeah,
Yes. Just wait for those.
Just
Just
what?
wait for those.
Preach, Mark.
Plenty
It's
of
not
Kratos
preach.
there.
We're not making anybody fall in love with a new girl to learn. It's the wife of Kratos, bro. We know who this is.
It's
She's
also
not new.
we're going on a real tirade, and I'm happy about it because I got a lot to say here. This, I am pro. We had a discussion offline about this. Actually, I had it with our friend Alexis. Shout out to her. I know some people don't like remakes. I'm pro remake. I actually think that's fine, but I'm particularly pro remake when an old version of a game doesn't exist. Right? Like you can't access it. There are ports, if I am not correct, for the old God of War games on current PlayStation. You can play them. I think that you can do that. At least God of War 3. So what? Like, oh, you're not happy with the new one? Just literally play it. It's right there. There's nothing wrong with playing an old game. Like, you see this all the time where
Yeah.
people are like, "Ew, I don't want to play that. It's old." They hold up pretty well. I recently played Devil May Cry 1 for the first time. That game is old. I still had a great time. I just have to accept that it's old. You know? This burn that's like, oh, this game wasn't made in the last 5 years, I'm not touching it. That's also weird. You know? Like, you're allowed to like movies
Yeah.
from the 1970s. You can like a game from the 90s. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people, man, it's like
Gets me riled
it's a
up. It
lot
gets me
of
riled up.
just hate. Yeah, no, because it's like
It's insufferable.
I consider it a lot to like the like YouTube reaction movement. Like we've talked about this off stream a
Yes,
lot. I'm very
yes.
anti-reaction YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
And it got to this rhetoric of like, oh, you're trying to hate on like women in the space, like the booby streamer argument. And
Yeah,
I
that did
hated
become a
being
thing.
roped in with those people. It
Yeah.
had nothing to do with that. And so it's like the same rhetoric again of like these people come out and be like, oh, these girls aren't hot enough. It's like, what are you doing to the industry, bro?
It's
What are you trying to
I
do?
felt this in the trenches for, and this is to pull in another Sony game since we're talking about this. I was very critical of The Last of Us Part 2. Time to just ruin my career early here. I'm going to talk about this. I was very critical of The Last of Us Part 2. We have a good friend of ours, shout out Lauren, who likes it. That's fine. Lauren can like it. I did not like where the plot went in that game, right? So I was very critical of that. So anytime I would want to talk about that online or anything, you would get lumped in with the homophobic cavemen who didn't like that the main character was a lesbian woman. My criticisms have nothing to do with that, right? It's like I can say I don't like
Exactly.
The Last of Us, and then you get those like dumbasses who are like, "Oh yeah, ugly lesbian woman." And it's like, "No, I don't like you either. I don't like either of you." Like it's just, stop lumping me into a group. Like fucking, oh my goodness. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's become this
Exactly.
thing of like you're A or B. It is the Twitter take of like you say, "Oh, I don't like I like pancakes," and they go, "So you hate waffles?" That's crazy. And it's like,
Exactly.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like reading comprehension is dead. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
It's really bad. It's really bad. And it's like, I saw another argument that just needs to be dismantled where like, I just don't want politics in my games. That's never been the problem.
it's never been the
You're
problem.
scared of bad politics in your games. There's politics in games everywhere.
The
You
rage
just
I
don't
feel.
like this one.
The rage I feel when a
Exactly.
dude with a Metal Gear Solid profile picture
I was about to
replies
say,
and says,
like,
"I don't want politics
I don't
in my
like
game."
politics in the games. It's like, dude.
It's
Yeah.
all about
Yeah.
that.
Solid Snake.
Every Metal Gear
Exactly.
game is about that. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Like,
That's exactly what it is. They're like, oh, dude, like they find out a character is gay. He's like, I just don't want like politics in my games. That's not the issue.
not.
That's not. You're upset at this politics being in your games, and that's an issue you got to resolve. Because
Yes.
politics in games is here to stay, brother.
It's
So,
always
get
been in
with the
media in
times.
general. And guess what? You don't like
Exactly.
and to not to defend that group of people, right? But if you don't want to enjoy a game that has that kind of stuff in it, again, back to what I said, just don't buy it. Just don't play it, right? If you're
Yeah.
just like, I can't stand to see a gay woman in my games, then don't buy Last of Us Part 2. Don't get on people who don't
Yeah.
care and want to play it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just the stupidest take I've ever heard in my life. It
It's-
doesn't
it
matter.
is. And it's stupid that like the go woke go broke argument is like Concord's like baby. Like, oh, look what we did to Concord. Concord was a bad game.
That was-
Yes,
that was
It's
yes.
not a bad game. It's
Exactly.
Not
It
because
had
of the,
nothing to do
it's
with
not
it.
because of the homosexual agenda. It was just.
It's just 'cause it was
game.
bad.
Like, it was just bad.
It's this. It's my same argument with Last of Us, where they're like, "Oh, you don't
Yeah.
like it because of this." Go woke bro. No, I just think it's poorly written. I don't like the way Neil
Yeah.
Druckmann took the story. That's it. It's literally it. The game plays fine. I just don't like the story.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that. I think It's just a great. It's like outrage culture. It's like the misery
Mm-hmm.
Olympics. Like it's just that I
Mhm.
have
It's
to
the
be
misery Olympics. That's a
upset
great
about
way to say it.
something.
It
It's
is.
it's just like you have to be upset about it. Like and it's like I can't just not watch this thing or I can't just not play this game. It's like no, I have to hate watch it.
Exactly. It's like
I have to torture myself. I have to I hate this, but I'm going to keep watching it so I can be pissed off at it. And then I can crush these feminists with facts and logic. And stuff like that. So it's like that's been a thing since what? Like 20 I mean, I think it really was like I think honestly, listen, I have my own thoughts on this on like the what do you call it? Like internet anthropology, but like cringe culture, right? Like the act of just like looking into all of these little subcultures of the internet and then just like making fun of them and then for the sake of making fun of them, right? And
mm-hmm.
that's been a thing and then just pointing fingers to call people cringe and then it kind of grew into this like more political thing of like oh like this is such a piece of shit and like I'm gonna really root for its downfall and then for whichever way um you look at it like that and now it's just permeated into everything and now you can't even have a
Yeah.
simple discussion about a movie or a video game or any piece of art or anything without it being like oh but does this support my political view or like or you know what I mean and it's like Glenn said like if it supports my political view then it's like oh it's good but if it doesn't it's like you see they just put fucking politics into this you know what I mean
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
and it's true the argument isn't it's not that they put politics into it it's that they didn't put what you like into it and therefore now it's like oh my god another series that's been ruined by politics it wasn't like this before and it's Metal Gear Solid
Yeah. The greatest irony.
yeah and my point to the God of War people that are like I don't want to play as a woman hey happy Pride that's all I have to say.
Exactly. You want
Yeah.
Kratos back?
Pride's
Happy
all
Pride.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. You want to see just buff man ass
That's
all
right.
the time.
That's right.
And that is totally fine. That is 100%.
Thank you, Santa Monica. Give me what I want.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is totally fine. There are plenty. Yeah, like everyone said, there's been decades of this, and women have been playing as these characters, and it's been fine. Like it is okay to have just female characters as the protagonists of these games, and no, that doesn't mean that now the story's going to talk about periods
Yeah.
and shit. It's like they're just action characters or like characters in the story and yes women can not have to talk about periods and
Yes. It
you
can just
know
be a normal
and
game that
still
has a
be
woman in it.
that has a woman in
Like
it
there's not
you know,
weird
like,
shit. Like, it's ridiculous. The logic jump is ridiculous.
for all the critique that you want to have about Japanese games or media and I mean they're sick bastards over there. I mean nobody can deny that. But one of the problems they do not have is this discourse about having female protagonists.
Yeah.
They've
Mhm.
in their games, in their movies, in their shows, and like everything. Everyone's very comfortable with having like, oh, it's a female protagonist, and that's fine. It's only
Mhm.
here. It's only like in the West where this is like still a fucking problem for some reason. It's not a problem. I'm not gonna call it a problem. It's not a problem. It's just that there are these like whatever, these fat
The loud
chunguses.
minority of them.
Yeah, it's just like fat chunguses on the internet that are still like arguing about this. But like the
Yes.
most important thing, the biggest piece of advice is from a very legendary YouTuber, I'd say. Mr. Mediker said the number one piece of advice is never take the internet seriously. Just never
Yeah.
take it seriously.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, think about it. The beauty of the internet is that, yes, you are connected to every other person on earth, no matter
Yeah.
where you are. But at the same time, do you walk around the street and do you lean in and start asking people at the bus stop what their opinions are
No.
on things? No! I'm like, no, I don't have money. I don't have money to give you. Okay? So why do we take everything on the internet so seriously and engage with it so like do or die? It's like who cares?
It's
Who cares?
internet forums like Twitter are just a hell pit because it's everybody's unfiltered thoughts at the same time. Speaking of YouTubers, hang that Maximilian dude tweet in the rafters where he said this website sucks if you like anything. It ages better by the day. Hang it in the rafters. You say I like this, here comes 10,000 people who hate it to call you every slur in the book. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah. My hit tweet, by the way, I don't know if you remember this, Willis.
Oh,
All
yes.
I said was, Call of Duty shouldn't be made for streamers.
Yep,
And
and you got
everybody got so
crucified for
mad.
that. It was crazy.
I got
Oh.
called everything in the book because I said Call of Duty should be pampered to streamers. And wow. So
Oh no, Mark, you're being attacked.
I am.
Gigi doesn't like God of War.
dang, yeah. I mean, other state of play, Control 2. I know
Yeah,
Willis is good for that
back
one.
to the state of Control 2 does look really good. A game that was initially a female protagonist and now has a male protagonist, and nobody said anything about that.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Control 2 does look amazing. I did want to shout that out. I'm
Yeah.
really glad you did. It looks like schizophrenic Devil May Cry. I couldn't be more in. Loved the first Control. I know our friend Mina, shout out Mina, also loves Control. So big W. Very happy about that. Only other thing I was going to bring up from State of Play was Marvel Tocone. Looks great. I was a big Marvel vs. Capcom head. Am I biased? Yes. In fact, I probably have to say, I guess technically in a way I am sponsored. I was invited to the private beta and have been in it for like a year. So I don't know if that formally counts as a sponsorship, but I will be completely open and say that I have been in contact with the devs. I've talked to devs, literally, about that game and given them feedback when asked to do so. So great.
There we go.
Actually, I think I can say this now. The feedback I gave to the devs was, I want more villains in the game. And that was what the trailer was from the State of Play. They added villains.
There
Oh,
you go.
yes. Doom and Carnage.
I did
They've
say that. I
been
said I wish
calls.
there was more villains, because the only villain they had at the time when I played it at first was Dr. Doom. And so I said,
Right.
more villains would be nice. So they added 3 more. We got Dr. Doom, Magneto, and Carnage. Or no, we got Magneto, Carnage, and Green Goblin. All of which look really fun.
Yes.
I think that game is going to be an easy hit for most people. It's Marvel. It's really easy to pick up. It has the Dragon Ball FighterZ auto combo system, which is awesome. 2XKO also did this, where, hey, do you not want to spend 13 hours learning combos? Just mash square and you will do an auto combo. It will not be as good as if you memorize the combos, but it lets you pick up a controller and just play the game. And that's fun. You want to see your character do cool shit? They can. And it doesn't give you too much of a competitive advantage. You still have to learn strategies and stuff if you want to get good. But that also means your average person can sit down, have a beer with his friends, and, have Dr. Doom punch Spider-Man, and it's easy. You're not sitting there like, wait, bro, bring the move list back up. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you don't have to
that's a
do
good
that
point.
with that game. You don't.
Yeah.
That's going to make that
huge.
game a smash hit. Spider-Man can do cool shit off the bat. Easy. And it being
There you go.
4v4, dude, pick your favorite 4 off the roster and go crazy. Like, that's nuts.
That's
It's going to be
huge.
so good. Nothing but positive things to say for that, but I will say I got invited to the beta, so.
That's
Will allow
great.
my bias to be known publicly. I like the game. I like what the devs team's doing. I mean,
Yeah.
they listen to my feedback, so.
And I guess
That was about it for me, though, on anything I wanted to talk about with
Yeah.
State of Play. I can't think of anything else they announced. I mean, there's stuff that was announced I just don't care about, like Spyro. Like, cool.
yeah.
Oh.
What, Ace Combat 8 or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say
go
Ace
ahead.
Combat. Don't care about that. There was some stuff I saw that I'm really not interested in, like the Attack on Titan game.
Oh, right. Yeah, we could talk about dog shit as well. Yeah, Modern Warfare 4, I think that does not deserve any money. I don't know why they showed us more Assassin's Creed pirate footage, but dude, everybody
Yeah.
that wants that game already knows they're gonna buy it. You don't have to show us as a reveal. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I wasn't into that either. I'm looking at a list of stuff. State of Decay 3, I don't care.
Don't give a shit about that. But like honestly, Call of Duty, the ugliest trailer we've ever seen.
That was a really
Probably-
bad
were
COD
they
trailer.
like shopping at a convenience store or some shit, and they passed by a TV, being like, "Oh, is that the new dictator?" Dog, how are you not knowing this already? Are you not there?
It was
Like, are you
terrible.
not like get the briefings? What is this like chit chat? Dude, I don't know. I could scream a lot about that, but
Hey,
Call
listen.
of Duty deserves to die, and people that keep giving them money, you're on my hit list now as well. With the 7 people that play Fallout 76, you're dying next.
And
So
don't forget
stop
about
giving
the
Call of
4
Duty
that play
money and
Elder
let them
Scrolls
complete.
Online. They don't like us either. Yeah.
But once their Steve gets off.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't give a shit about that.
I will say I have not
Yeah.
played, so I can't comment on this, but I'll say maybe something good. Guild Wars 3. I have not played Guild Wars 2, but
Yeah,
Guild Wars
like
3
that.
exciting, but they didn't show much at all. It was kind of just a cinematic trailer.
That's not gonna come out for a while. I think
Yeah.
they even said the alpha was like next year. I'm like, oh,
The
my
alpha,
goodness. But
damn.
it was pretty significant in the MMO space because
Hmm.
MMOs have kind of stagnated for a while with just like it's like you want to get into the MMOs, it's like the same games from a decade ago. It's still the same.
Yeah.
So Guild Wars being one of the bigger ones coming out with 3, it's significant, but we don't really know much yet. But the other. I mean, it's that and pretty much the rumored Riot MMO
Yes.
that is serving
I would love for
questionable
that to come out,
development.
but it's going to be an eternity.
Oh, it's good. So it's nice to see like a new games in the MMO space, even though it's like based off a current one. But we'll see. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's as exciting as that was. We won't hear about it for a good minute.
Mhm.
So
I think I don't know, Willis. I think you were talking about this, but Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered.
That's just me.
Also,
Me and 2 other people who played that on the PlayStation 2 and were like, "Yo, okay, listen. I got to confess it. Everybody has the slop franchise they like. It's true. Everybody's got that one franchise that's kind of not good, but you like it anyway, right? Like everybody has that, I am unfortunately guilty of liking 2 of them, which is Kingdom Hearts and Dynasty Warriors. I like Kingdom Hearts because I have a lifelong obsession with it. And I think Dynasty Warriors games are great because they are the absolute brain dead game of all time. Hey, do you want to do nothing but have a giant polearm and swing through hundreds of soldiers for 3 hours? Yes. Yes, I do. I want to have full cape. When you talked about Wolverine trying to have this like complex story and everything, and then unfortunately just letting you mash square, right? And how that's a letdown. Dynasty Warriors is the Taco Bell of action games. Hey, do you want to mash square for an hour and see hundreds of enemies die? Yes, I do. Then play Dynasty Warriors. I know the franchise kind of sucks. I don't care. Like, it's what it's supposed to be, And it was successful enough to get those Hyrule Warriors games on Switch, which I also liked.
There you go.
But I am fully aware that Dynasty Warriors is slop. But I don't criticize it as much as I do, let's say, Call of Duty, which is also slop, because COD pretends it isn't slop.
That's true.
Like, I'll use the Taco Bell comparison again. Call of Duty is McDonald's. They're like, we have grass-fed cows. My ass. Like, I know that is fake beef. You know what I'm saying? Dynasty Warriors is Taco Bell. They're like, we're putting shit in a tortilla. Come check it out. And you're like, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know what I'm getting into with Dynasty Warriors. And, yeah, it'll be cool. That's it. But that is literally me and 3 other... that's me and a dude who's 45 who's like, holy fuck, Dynasty Warriors 3. Like...
Yeah. So, that's coming out as well. Be on the lookout for that.
That's all I got. I have nothing else on the list. I checked the list one
that
last
pretty
time
much covers it.
to make sure I didn't miss
Me
anything,
too.
but that's mostly it. There's a bunch of stuff on here like I like One Piece, but I'm not into it enough to play the cooking game. I've never played Rhythm Heaven. I don't know Star Fox all that well, but could be good.
Yeah.
And I will actively say as a final note to add one more fan base to hate me. I don't like Xenoblade. I've tried to play 2 Xenoblade games. I tried to play 2 and Chronicles X, and I dropped both of them. Oh, and Hello Kitty. That was just shouted out in the chat. Definitely not for me. But for those who like Hello Kitty.
What?
All the kitty games, you got Hello Kitty, the Poketopia DLC, or whatever the hell it's called.
We're not getting on Hello Kitty Party Island, whatever, later on.
They got some discount store Peak where you're a bunch of like Kiwis or something walking around.
Actually, I do think that game looks good. I'll say it. I'll confess.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I like that game is apparently it has a narrative. It is a narrative you can interact with your friends. I think that does push the friend slap idea forward a little bit. like solving a
I
giant
see.
puzzle style stuff. But it could also suck. That's one of those things where it's a toss
Yeah.
up. If that game is good and
Um,
reviews well from people, I will play it. If not, it's friend slop. I'll ignore it. I don't care.
Yeah. Rayman Legends Retold. You
Yeah,
kids get that as well, so good for you.
I don't know anything about Rayman, like at all, literally at all. Nothing
Yeah.
other than the rabbits came from it and it cursed our society forever.
Yeah. So
Anything else? Yeah, I mean
that's that. I mean,
that's
kids are
literally
eating
it.
good, I guess, too.
Yeah. Oh, and I get no, we said this earlier. Fire Emblem. I was saying Fire Emblem looks cool, but I don't play Fire Emblem. But
Yeah, we did say that. Yeah.
And that's the same way I feel about Xenoblade too, where it's like I say I don't like them, but I don't think they're bad. I feel this way about Fire Emblem and
I don't know.
Xenoblade, where like they're just not for me. I gave them both a try. I've played 2 Fire Emblem games. Tried to. I had one on the 3DS that I tried to play. I actually liked Awakening, but I just never finished it. And I played Three Houses, but never finished it. Same thing with Xenoblade. I started 2 of them and just was like, these are not games for me. But I think they're great quality, you know. So I'm very happy for those who like them. It is not like how I feel about COD, like you do, Glenn, where I'm like, no, I think this is bad. Like, I'm not saying that. This is just those are games that are not for me.
Yeah. There's a different tone of voice I use for like obviously the Hot Wheels games and the Among Us story games.
Yeah,
I'm
those could
gonna
be
use
fine.
for Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, enjoy it if you want to, but this is not.
Yeah.
I think I once had a great quote, and I think this could be a great point to end on, actually. I wasn't intending that, but this could be a good thing to bring it back home and let everybody say some final things. I know Marco's AFK, but we love him anyway. Bringing it back around, I had a quote one time where I had a music teacher in high school tell me this. So shout out to my high school music teacher, Chris Flannery, the GOAT. Loved him.
Shout out, Chris.
He had a thing he told me once where he said most media, and he was talking about music when he said this, but he said it could apply to anything. Most media has 10% margins on the end that are objective, and the rest is all opinion. It was the 80% in the middle is just what you like, but there's 10% that is obviously great, and 10% that is obvious dog shit on the end of that 80%. And I fully believe that. There were games announced this cycle that are objectively awesome. I think look good, objectively are cool. There are some that I think are objective dog shit. Look really bad, not excited. The rest is just what you like. Leading back to the conversation we had earlier, right? It's just opinion at that point, right? That 80% is for you to sift through and find what you enjoy. But I'm going to call out when I see something that's utterly fantastic, like FF7 or like, God of War. And when there's stuff like COD Modern Warfare, I'm going to call it out and go, I think this looks bad. Like, I don't like it.
Take that shit to the back, bro. We're done with that.
Bring it back to the drawing board, bro. Like, it's got to be reset. Yeah.
That is a good way. Yeah.
I've thought about that my whole life. He told me that when I was 14, and I've remembered it to this day. I was like, that's such a good analogy for it.
Yeah. What was your shit game, Mark? Pick one, brother.
Shit game? Oh my god, I don't know. I
know what Mark says.
It's just I mean, it's just like if I'm not into it, I don't really pay much attention. So which is like, probably was most of it, but that's fine, because it's a game for someone else. I remember we were commenting when we saw that Hot Wheels trailer, and I was like, this isn't for me, but I bet some kid is going to get this on, we said that some kid's going to get this on Christmas.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the best
they're going to be
game
happy.
of the year.
I watched a
Not
bunch.
for me.
I 100% agree. I watched a bunch of reaction videos, actually, not to be a reaction guy for Glenn here, to see what other people thought of stuff before we did this podcast. Dude, a ton of people are excited for that Stuntman game at the State of Play. I've never played Stuntman a day in my life. I know nothing about it. A ton of people were like, it's the sequel to a PS2 game.
Play.
That's like a classic, apparently.
I don't
people think it's one of the funniest games ever. So I was like, cool. Good. Never played it. Just not for me. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut Mark off there, but you just made such a good point. I had to add to that.
I think the only thing that annoyed me was the Bethesda announcements.
That's what I was going to say was your least favorite.
That's a good one.
Saying the Fallout 76 announcement was dog shit is I think
fair.
fair.
They baited us 3 times and it was 0 for 3. Oh my god.
They really just love showing that fucking vault door opening and having Fallout 76 be right behind it.
Yeah.
It's a classic form.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say, man. I think we can probably wrap it up around here. I know Marco's not here, but I'm sure he
I
would
think so.
commentate on something that he hated. It's been this has been a long podcast. This is the longest one we've ever done, easily. I think we're over
Yeah,
2 hours.
that was a lot to talk about, though.
But this was a particularly
Like-
big one. And I know there was some stuff
Mhm.
that we would normally have talked about. We'll just push till last week. Till last week, jeez. Till next week. Like I know you beat Portal, which will give the people a hint.
I did beat Portal.
And I'm a good chunk
And
of the
Baldur's
way.
Gate 3 is dog shit. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. As if the comments couldn't be worse on this video. Throw that out.
Just really add one last one to it. But yeah, and I've been playing Mina the Howler, and I would love to talk about it. I'm a good chunk of the way
Oh,
into
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it's really good. But
Mhm.
that's for another day. That will be next week.
Yes.
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 I think we'll wrap it up there then. Thank you everybody for watching. This was long enough. I think this will just be the VOD for the today for streams. Normally I try to do around 2 to 3 hours because that's like what the Twitch algorithm wants, it seems. But we're about right there, so that was good enough for this today. I don't think I need to forcibly do an FF dungeon or a deadlock match to hit my metrics. So I think we're good. I can be at peace.
Get your KPIs.
Yeah, I don't have to fight with a racist in a deadlock match now. I can just
Dude,
just
thank
join.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching.
Wait a
A lot
minute.
of good live support today. Very happy with everything. And I will catch all of you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Coffee Cast. The VOD will be up Friday, hopefully.
Thank you all.
Edited and good content. So thank you everyone. Much love everybody.
You know,
Bye.
this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.